Special teams. I know they're tricky there. John Summerall's teams have done that before. They got a punter, another Australian kid who's kicked 10 over 50 yards. The average is 47. Not to say that Lachlan Kerrigan hasn't been good as well, but I think you've got skilled guys in special teams here, and sometimes they go to trickeration.
Yeah, look, they've shown it even the last two games, right? Whether it's surprise onside kicks, they've tried fake field goals, they've done fake punts, and they've done a lot of things. Their kickoff guy is one of the leading guys in the country in touchbacks. They also have, I think he's second in the country in field goal percentage. They're really, really talented on special teams. But look, we're going to bring our A game. We're going to be sound, obviously, to try to avoid any fakes occurring on us and be ready for any surprises.
All right, give us what you think are the specific keys, offense and defense, as we get set for this game, because so much is on the line, and they got a little revenge factor because you spoiled their party and home field advantage in the championship game a year ago.
Yeah, offensively, I think more than anything, just we've got to go out there and find a way to hit some explosives. Establish the running game, right? We've talked about being able to do that and see what it looks like, whether it be Luke can go or not, but get the running game going on the ground and then taking care of the football. And then defensively, can we tackle well? Okay, their quarterback's going to try to run the ball. I mean, it all starts with him and ends with him. And if we can keep him from running the football and tackle well, we'll look up when the clock strikes 0-0, and it'll be a great night for the Memphis Tigers.
You know, I thought your tackling the last couple of weeks, USF, and in particular against Rice last week, that is a much improved area.
Oh, we're going to have to bring it every game, right? There's different talent levels and different guys that got it skill sets that we're going to have to continue to improve upon. It's not one of those things we got tackling figured out, we're good. No, it's you work on it daily, and we need to have it at its highest level tonight.
All right, Coach, best of luck. We'll talk to you in the postgame.
Thanks so much. Go Tigers, go.
That is Ryan Silverfield. Can't wait for this one. Every time Memphis and the Green Wave get together, it appears there is something on the line. There certainly is tonight. More on that as the pregame show continues in just a moment here on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
This is Dave Woloshin, the voice of the Tigers. How do you hedge against the rising cost of funerals? By locking in today's prices and peace of mind at Memphis Funeral Home. Dignity Memorial Professionals will help you choose exactly what you want without limitations. It's a lasting gift your family will appreciate later. Choose traditional, contemporary, or anything in between, and your investment is safe at Memphis Funeral Home. It's the most trusted name in Memphis since 1931. 2 locations to serve you, 5599 Poplar in East Memphis and 3700 North Germantown Road in Barton. Proud partners of the University of Memphis Athletics.
Since 1958, the Highland 100 has been the driving force behind Memphis Tiger football. As the official booster club, we're dedicated to raising awareness, generating support, and funding the future of our team. Whether it's game day energy, scholarships, or program enhancements, the Highland 100 stands strong for our Tigers. Join us today and be part of a tradition more than 6 decades strong, because together we make Memphis football roar. Visit highland100.org to learn more.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go.
And?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Huh. Wonder why the dealership isn't that easy.
Well, we'd let you know if we found something in our check.
Oh, great. That was easy.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, thorough, and honest. Come with no charge.
Hey golfers, have you heard of Timber Trust Golf Course in Olive Branch? Imagine if the PGA grabbed a couple of six-packs and some friends from college and had a let-loose weekend in Mississippi. Then you might get close to what Timber Trust Golf Course is all about. This 180-acre golf course features Bermuda greens, lush fairways, GPS-enabled golf carts, and an all-new clubhouse with an outdoor lounge, making this a great spot to enjoy the perfect day of golf. Visit timbertrustgolf.com and book your tee time today.
The guaranteed best fans in football deserve the guaranteed best prices on kitchens, baths, floors, doors, and more. Tiger fans, visit your 100% employee-owned home outlet today for the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities, plus accurate and timely free kitchen planning and project estimates. Unleash big savings with the team at Home Outlet of Memphis today, located at 4500 Summer Avenue. Shop online for in-store pickup at homeoutlet.com. Go Tigers, go!
Well, we're going to kick it off at 8:10 tonight at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium between 22nd-ranked Memphis and the Tulane Green Wave, as this will be, for all practical purposes, maybe not mathematically, but for all practical purposes, an elimination game. So it will be a little bit of a championship game type of atmosphere here tonight between these two clubs. Help end the HIV epidemic with the Shelby County Health Department's Ryan White program. The only way to know your HIV status is to get tested. Find more information on HIV testing and prevention at endhiv901.org and hivmemphis.org. Know now, love longer, thrive, as we bring back Russell Copeland. Russell, it does, you can tell the energy a little bit different tonight once you get into big-time November football, championship caliber football. We were out on Tiger Lane, one of our bigger crowds there to watch the pregame show. You can see the line of cars still making their way in. You just get that buzz out here tonight.
The parking lot's filled. All you see is blue and gray. And just being on the field earlier, Jeff, just listen to the coaches. The offensive line coaches, you can see it. The emotions are really high. The offensive line, they really seem to be focused and dialed in, and we'll see here early on.
Well, when you take a look at it, too, earlier tonight we had talked to Greg Gasson, and then he's down on the sideline, and he had said Brennan Lewis was out there, talked to him when we came up here, said he was out there running around in the warm-ups. Now, you've seen players in warm-ups run around before, and then when the game starts, not there. Again, he was listed as questionable. Game time decision in the availability report today.
Well, hopefully he does play, and the reason why I say that, because he's been the starter throughout the season, and I think the way this front changes to an odd to an even man front, you're going to need him to be there to do the RPOs. I'm not saying that the other quarterbacks can't do it, but you want an experienced signal caller behind the center.
Guaranteed best fans in football deserve the guaranteed best prices on kitchens, baths, floors, doors, and more. Unleash big savings at your employee-owned home outlet. Barton's Home Outlet, 4500 Summer Avenue, for the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities. All right, let's take a look, Russell. Let's look at the American scoreboard and schedule coming up for the weekend, but let's see what's going on around top 25 action, because one good thing about playing Friday night, we get a chance to watch the games on Saturday.
Watch everything unfold.
Yeah, there will be a big game out in the Big Ten tonight as 19th ranked USC. It's still hard to say that. Going to host Northwestern tonight. USC 6-2, 4-1 in the Big Ten. So they're still a little bit at the hunt, but it's going to be hard to overcome Ohio State and Indiana right now.
Definitely, but USC is playing good football right now, but you just mentioned Ohio State is the cream of the crop.
All right, let's go to tomorrow. And there is the aforementioned second-ranked Indiana Hoosiers at 9-0. They're going to Penn State, who is 3-5. I wouldn't imagine you see much trouble for Indiana tomorrow. Again, playing with an interim coach the rest of the season.
I think when you look at Indiana early on, I think you was waiting to see what they stumble, but this is a for real team. They play great offense and defense.
Fifth-ranked Georgia will be going to Mississippi State. Now that is an improved Mississippi State team over in Starkville. You would imagine Georgia would have too much trouble, but one thing you know about the Bulldogs, they usually have one of those in their back pocket every year, so they can't take that for granted.
And when you look at the Bullies playing at home, they're always tough. And if they can, get ahead and get a couple of turnovers, you never know. They may pull up the upset.
Well, here is going to be an interesting matchup early in the 11 a.m. slot tomorrow on ABC. Number 7 BYU and number 8 Texas Tech in the Big 12. Both of those teams right now projected in the playoff, but that's going to be a big one tomorrow. Really, it's bigger for Texas Tech. They do not want to have a second loss. More importantly, a second Big 12 loss tomorrow.
I think that's going to be an up-and-down game. I think a lot of explosive plays. But I tell you what, Jeff, I'm going to take Texas Tech at home.
Number 1 Ohio State at Purdue. Shouldn't be any trouble there. The Citadel will be at number 6 Ole Miss, also at noon. 2:30. Third-ranked Texas A&M at 22nd-ranked Missouri. 2:30. Ninth-ranked Oregon at number 20 Iowa. Iowa, we talk about a team under the radar this year. 6-2, 4-1 in the Big Ten.
Hey, physical type of play there. It's going to be different. When Oregon goes against Iowa, they may try to slow the football game, but you talk about physicality, Iowa's going to definitely bring that.
Syracuse at 18th-ranked Miami. They've got a couple of losses. Auburn now under their interim head coach will be at 16th-ranked Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt just continuing to plug along. Shouldn't have much trouble with Auburn tomorrow.
They should not.
23rd-ranked Washington will be at Wisconsin at 3:30. Tomorrow night at 6, Wake Forest at 14th-ranked Virginia. Cal at 15th ranked Louisville. LSU and number 4 Alabama. That's usually a classic matchup to watch. You never know how teams are going to go. They just got rid of Brian Kelly, so maybe that gets them going at LSU, but they've got to go to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, they may respond, but I think Alabama's playing outstanding football now.
And then Navy at 10th ranked Notre Dame, and again, Navy's got to end the year against Notre Dame, USF, and Memphis, and that's before the Army-Navy game. That's after the championship and a non-league game.
If Navy was playing at home, I thought they might could get the upset, but playing at Notre Dame, I think wins this going away in the fourth quarter.
That is a look at your schedule coming up tomorrow. We'll break down some more of tonight's games, get our final thoughts from Russell. We come back after this timeout on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Memphis Tiger fans, we all know the good that recycling does for Memphis and its environment. But a few simple mistakes can mean the difference between recycling right and wasting recycling efforts. Putting plastic bags in your gray carts, for example, can send tons of good recycling to the landfill. So don't let our efforts go to waste. Learn to recycle right, Memphis. And remember, go Tigers go! Brought to you by the City of Memphis Solid Waste Division.
Hey Tigers fans, looking to expand your retail brand? Just across the bridge from Memphis, Marion, Arkansas is booming with opportunity. High traffic, strong demographics, and over $137 million in retail demand waiting to be met. We're recruiting restaurants, retailers, and franchises ready to grow in a market that's hungry for more. Stay smart, grow strong, stay local. Build your next location in Marion, where Memphis meets momentum. Learn more at marionar.org.
The Memphis Fire Department and the University of Memphis working together to help you find your fire. With an education from the University of Memphis and a career with the Memphis Fire Department, your future is red hot. Benefits include competitive pay, vacation, health insurance, and retirement security. Visit joinmemphisfire.com for your opportunity to join the brave men and women of the Memphis Fire Department and find your fire. Go Tigers!
The Coach Ryan Silverfield radio show will be live from Brookhaven Pub and Grill this season on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air breaking down upcoming matchups and providing you with the most up-to-date news about your Memphis Tiger football program. Brookhaven Pub and Grill is located at 695 West Brookhaven Circle in the heart of East Memphis. Brookhaven Pub and Grill offers great food and drink specials, and it's the perfect place to cheer on your Tigers all season long. For more information, visit brookhavenpubandgrill.com.
Looking for a financial partner that plays for your team? Join Southern Security Credit Union, where you are the MVP. With low loan rates, checking with no monthly fees, and mobile banking that keeps you in control, Southern Security helps you score big with your money. Whether you're saving for a goal or planning for your next big play, we've got your back every step of the way. To learn how you can join the Southern Security team, call 901-452-7900 or visit southernsecurity.org. Southern Security is a proud supporter of University of Memphis Athletics and 901 Women and is federally insured by the NCAA. Southern Security Credit Union, your home team credit union.
Looking for something to take your mind off this traffic? How about a true story of instant success? Did you hear about the two friends who went grocery shopping in Ashland City and picked up everything on their list plus $75,000? Or the one where a truck driver made a last-minute stop off Interstate 40 and drove off with a cool $1 million? All their lives changed in an instant, and yours could too. So stop by your local retailer for your chance with instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing, life-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Kick it off tonight at 8:10 between the Green Wave and the Memphis Tigers. The fireworks go off here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. It's football season. Tiger fans, nothing goes better with football than Papa John's Pizza, locally owned and operated and serving Tiger Nation's priority number one. Visit the website at papajohn.com or download the Papa John's app to see their menu special. Learn more about Papa Rewards. That's Papa John's, proud supporter of the Tigers. Also brought to you by your Memphis area Mansky Auto Group. No matter what kind of car you're looking for, you're sure to find something you love at one of the Memphis area Mansky dealerships. Wolf Chase Hyundai, Genesis of Wolf Chase, Lincoln of Memphis, or Acura of Memphis. They've got the car of your dreams. Yamansky Auto Group's mission to deliver world-class customer service, offer a luxury experience to the clients, and provide support and leadership in the Memphis community. Around the university last night, unfortunately, our third-ranked Memphis women's soccer team fell in penalty kicks late in that one after having a late 3-1 lead. So they are done at the conference tournament. They await selection Monday to find out who they will be playing next weekend in the NCAA tournament, but they did win the regular season title, but unfortunately cannot bring home the tournament title, but they still have more soccer to play next week. Meanwhile, over in Little Rock, Arkansas, tonight women's basketball underway there at the half. Little Rock leading Memphis by a score of 35-29. And again, tomorrow we'll be at FedEx Forum. 2 o'clock tip-off, the season opener for Memphis men's basketball against San Francisco. We are on the air from FedEx Forum tomorrow at 1 o'clock. A fun time of year, Russell, if you're a Tiger fan. So many sports going on. And number one, even though unfortunate with the loss last night, the job Brooks Modigan has done, and then they've got NCAA soccer coming up next week.
Yes, outstanding job for the women's soccer program for the past couple of years.
And then tomorrow, Tiger basketball starts. Hopefully have a good one here tonight between the Tigers and the Green Wave. Before we continue, let's go ahead. Let's let our stations along the network have a chance to identify themselves. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Tiger football. Again, kicking it off at 8:10 tonight. Don't forget Brookhaven Pub and Grill, the proud home of the Ryan Silverfield Radio Show. We're back there Monday night with the head coach, Ryan Silverfield. Come out and enjoy some great food and drinks. Get the inside scoop on your Tigers. Be there to watch Tiger football when you can't make it in person. Visit BrookhavenPubandGrill.com for more information. And this portion of the broadcast also brought to you by Conway Services. For all your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical needs, call Conway Services, a name you can trust, proud supporters of Tiger football. Couple minutes here, Russell. Number one, crowd really starting to fill in. By the middle of the first quarter, I imagine we're going to see right around 30 or maybe a little over 30,000 here tonight. Great weather. You never know when you play these late games in November what it's going to be like, but it could not have panned out any better for these teams.
Jeff, it doesn't seem like November. It's an outstanding night to play football. The wind is not really blowing, so it should not affect on the special teams as far as the kicks, as far as the throws. I just think the stage is set for something electric tonight.
And really, when you play a game like this, you don't want any external factors making a difference. You want both of these teams. You don't want the wind. I mean, look, it's cool to watch. We all like watching NFL games in the snow. You played at Buffalo.
Right.
It's fun to watch.
Right.
But in a game of this magnitude, you want the weather in good condition. You want the teams to be able to go right at it.
Surface is great, no wind. It's time to play ball.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the game. Saw Brendan Lewis in warm-up, moving around. We'll see if he starts the first series or not, or how Ryan Silverfield plays. Of course, Ryan plays things pretty close to the vest. Said he'd get evaluated, wanted to try to go. He was questionable day-to-day for tonight's game. It'll be a game-time decision here tonight. Luxury you've had. You have played both of the other quarterbacks this year in some decently critical situations, especially down at UAB.
I think it is a talented quarterback room, but no question about it. You want Brendan Lewis, hopefully, that he can go to be the starter. Now, if he does go, will he be able to continue to go for the 4 quarters? But I think the other 2 quarterbacks, they bring a different skill set. When you look at Hill, I think he did very well. But at the end of the day, of a game of this magnitude, Jeff, you hopefully that Brendan Lewis can be behind the center.
Maybe a situation similar to the USF game where if Brendan starts, maybe he's not going to run as much in the first half till he gets some confidence. Remember, he broke loose in the second half in that South Florida game.
I think, and also when you look at that, I think when you look at DeWosier and you look at Sutton Smith, I would like to see if you can get them in the passing game early and get them outside and see if you can get the linebackers to loosen up the box.
Thing on defense, if you can establish things here like you did last week, get some 3-and-outs and pin Tulane back a little, takes a little bit of pressure off that offense.
Well, there's no question about it. Defense has to play with a lot of physicality. They got to eliminate the explosive plays, especially at the quarterback position. But nevertheless, Jeff, they've got to come up with some critical turnovers and minimize explosive plays.
Interesting, because these teams go a long way back to the old Metro Conference, even though that wasn't an official football conference. The Metro teams that had football still played each other a lot, played them when you were a player here. There wasn't, I would say, a ton of animosity, but as the teams have stayed in the same leagues together over the years, and that rivalry has continued to build, now you'll hear the coaches and the players just come out and say it. Now it's a case where they'll just tell you, I don't like that other team.
These 2 teams do not like one another. And just like you talked about, you play them each and every year. And something to add on to that hatred, if you want to say, or animosity, is what the Tigers were able to do last year, to go down there, have a big game and upset them. And listen, at the end of the day, the coaching staffs, you always talk about how many players are coming from the year before, but trust me, they've talked about that this week.
in this game, too. It'll be similar to last year when Memphis went to New Orleans on Thanksgiving. Remember, Memphis came out and threw the first punch, and they threw a couple of them. You cannot let Tulane come out and throw a big punch early on.
And that's what the Tigers are going to have to do tonight. They're going to have to defend their home turf, and they're going to have to come and give the fight to Tulane.
So, should be a good one here tonight. Real quick, Russell, final thought on tonight's game, and what do you need to see early in this one?
You know, early on, I want to see the offensive line take control of the line of scrimmage, and I want to see some type of establish a run, whether you're throwing it outside to DeWosier or throwing it outside to Sutton Smith. And defensively, I want to see how physical this defense can, because, listen, Jeff, they've got a lot of skilled players that can run the running back position. They're going to play a lot outside with the wide receivers, so they're going to have to tackle.
Coming up at the half, Russell and I will be back. We'll break down the first half. We'll have all the numbers, and we'll take a look at some of the scores or the schedule that are coming up. Tomorrow, update you on that women's basketball score for the Memphis Tigers as well. Postgame originates from Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Russell and I will take your texts and your calls later on. We'll have highlights. Dave will visit with the coach and some players after the game as well. In the meantime, we're going to take our final timeout. When we come back, Dave Wilson, Jarvis Greer, Greg Gasson take you through the first half. 22nd ranked Memphis and the Tulane Green Wave come your way next on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
We say yes to growth. We say yes to environmental conservation. We say yes to new business. We say yes to neighborhood improvement. We say yes to lifelong learning.
We say
yes to Memphis. Join us today and apply now at www.memphistn.gov/careers.
Tiger fans, Chuck Hutton Toyota and Chuck Hutton Chevrolet are proud partners of your Memphis Tigers and are ready to help you find the vehicle of your dreams this season. Visit Chuck Hutton Toyota at 55 and Shelby Drive or visit ChuckHuttonToyota.com for amazing savings on Toyotas like the all-new RAV4, Highlander, Tacoma, and more. Find Chuck Hutton Chevrolet at 240 in Mount Moriah or online at ChuckHuttonChevrolet.com, where they're ready to put you in a new Tahoe, Blazer, or Silverado. All you have to do is stop and see for yourself today. And remember, go Tigers, go!
The Tennessee Highway Patrol is looking for community-oriented individuals with a passion for helping people to help fill several positions within the Memphis district. We offer an excellent benefit package with salary starting at $66,960 a year, plus an extra $10,000 if assigned to Shelby County. Your patrol vehicle and equipment are furnished, tuition discount for employees, and much more. Apply now and learn more about our mission to serve, secure, and protect the people of Tennessee. Applications are now open, so don't wait. Follow us on social media or visit jointhp.com.
Hey Tigers fans, Coach Silverfield here. I want to talk to you about a major challenge off the field. Did you know there are over 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time? Last year alone, TDOT spent more than $35 million cleaning it up. But they can't do it alone. Join thousands of Tennesseans in being part of the solution to end littering. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn how you can help. Let's show our Memphis pride and prove we're champions, not just on the field, but in protecting our beautiful state.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are dropping early. You can save up to 50% throughout the store all weekend. Yup, call it what you want. Manifestation, luck, fate. The point is, it's happening. Plus, you'll earn $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent on Friday. Shop early Black Friday deals at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. And thank the universe later. Select styles up to 50% off valid November 7th through 9th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
It's game time.
You gotta do it the right way at all times.
To the 2, to the 1, touchdown! One of the most emphatic, my will is better than yours touchdown.
We wear 901 on our sleeves and on our heart.
He's sacked for the 4th time today. Into the end zone, intercepted, 10-5, touchdown. Man, what a play. Incomplete. The Tigers pull it off here in Tallahassee. How about that?
Go Tigers, go.
The opening kickoff is presented by Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app, where you can earn points with every purchase and redeem for a reward of your choosing. Here's the opening kickoff with the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
Butterflies everywhere. This is a big game. The Tigers have been released. Tony Scarpino in on the release of the Tigers, and we expect a great showdown. The Green Wave, they are 3-1 in the league. The U of M 4-1 in the league. The winner still in the running to make the championship game. That's the only way you can get to the college football playoff. The loser, pretty much out of it. A huge elimination game right here as we get set. The opening kickoff presented by Chick-fil-A. You can download the Chick-fil-A app today. Tigers in black. Jarvo, they won the toss.
Yeah.
And they've elected to receive. They would like to make a statement early. And I remind everybody, on the road, the Tulane defense has given up a score on the opening drive in every game.
And the Tigers' offense, the first few games of the season, whether it was via the other team electing to defer or whether Memphis won the toss, has taken those drives and punched them into the end zone. So Memphis has taken the ball first in a game that has all kinds of not just American Conference projections, but national projections in the college football playoff. And it's right here in Memphis, and it's right here at the Sim.
63 degrees. It'll go down to 59 before the night is out. Cloudy conditions. Winds could get gusty up to about 9 miles an hour. Patrick Durkin is the Tulane kicker. They've got all white helmets, green trim, all black for the U of M, blue numbers. Here's the kick, and Durkin's got a leg, and this one goes through the end zone and out. And let's take a look to be sure who the starting quarterback will be.
Yeah, there had been some question on whether Brendan Lewis would be the starter. He had been taking snaps in practice and been looking pretty good, but they're going to keep it under wraps as long as they can to keep the other team guessing. But it looks like it's that's Brendan Lewis out at the quarterback.
So it'll be Lewis, the starter, who is throwing at 69%, almost 1,900 yards. DeWozier lines up to his left. Trips on the right side. 4 in the box. Now a fifth linebacker creeping up for Tulane. Here's the snap from the 25. Quick throw outside right side. Catch is made right at the 30-yard line. Spun out of bounds right about there. That'll be a pickup of 5. That catch was made by Jaden Thompson. So he's got 5 catches on the year right in front of their linebacker, Javion White. Lewis will go to work quickly. 2 left, 2 right. DeWozier in. They send a tight end in motion. Now he's an H-back left. Here's the snap and a fake throw. Right side, little bubble screen. Caught and brought down right about the 34, a yard shy. That's Cortez Braham, his 40th catch of the year.
Braham got tripped up just as he was going past the blocker. I think the blocker was trying to make that block and sticking that leg out to get a little bit more leverage on the defender. And Tez just tripped over him where he would have had the first down and then some.
He has third and about a yard and a half. It's DeWozier stays in. Here's a pistol look. The quarterback in the front. Here's the snap, and here's a give. And the Tigers are doing a little pushing. The pile is moving. It's right near the sticks at the 35. It's all going to depend on the spot and the way the side judge is going. It may be just short.
All right, what do you do? Looks like Tigers are going to go for it inside their own territory here.
It is half yard shy. 4th down and 1 on the year.
This should be a sneak.
U of M, 71%.
This should
10
be a
of 14. They're in a huddle. I got a feeling they're going to sprint. Tulane wait. Here comes the sprint. 4. Now they bring everybody in the box. And they jumped. The Tigers may have moved, and that's what the preliminary call is going to be.
Offense, number 61. 12-yard penalty, 4th down.
That's Chris Adams. If he's been guilty of one thing, no holds this year, great blocking, but how many pre-snap penalties on Chris the left tackle this year, the all-conference performer.
That's almost more than one hand can count on Chris Adams. And it's like, I don't know how they could call that so fast because they just barely got up to the line of scrimmage and were ready to get the hike to make the play, but they call him for illegal procedure.
So here comes the freshman from Australia, Lachlan Kerrigan. He averages about 43 yards a kick. Here's the snap, and here's the boot. Omari Hayes is back. He's a good returner, calls for a fair catch. The ball comes down near the 30, and the Tiger special teamer knocks it out of bounds. They're going to spot it probably at the 35, so a good starting spot for Tulane, and that's the first time this year their defense has held on an opening drive by the opposition offense. 36-yard kick for Kerrigan.
Yeah, and it got a backwards bounce and a great play by, what was that? Landon Hammond? No, I think that was Mathena downfield to stop the ball from bouncing back more toward the Tigers end of the field. So Tulane gets it in good position at the 35.
Ratzlaff, your quarterback, the kid from BYU. Javen Gordon, a freshman who's become their running back with the loss of Maurice Turner. He is behind the quarterback in a pistol look. Tight end left, two to the right. Here's the snap. Play fake. Ratzlaff wants to throw. Going deep. Over the middle. Has a man. Caught in stride. Touchdown, Shaz Preston. Got behind the secondary. One play. 65 yards. That's where the Tigers have been sort of soft. And Tulane exploits it right off the bat.
Yeah, the Chris Bracey got beat off the line of scrimmage. It was man-to-man all the way. And once he got beat off the line of scrimmage, there was no way he was going to catch it. That ball was right on target over Bracey and perfectly drops into the receiver's hands for the touchdown.
So the Tulane fans on the bench, you can hear it, very excited. One play, 65 yards. That is the second touchdown catch this year for Shaz Preston, who caught a fade touchdown in last year's game. Extra point on the way from Durkin, right through. He's missed one this year, didn't miss there. 65 yards, 9 seconds, and the Green Wave have a 7-0 lead on the Tigers. It's all brought to you by Tag Truck Center. They're your Memphis go-to for Freightliner parts, service, and sales. You can visit at 4450 American Way or online at tntxtruck.com. Not a good start for the U of M. They'll get the ball back in just a second right here on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
2:27 gone here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, and just like that, the U of M's down 7-0, and they got the ball first. All brought to you by ATC Fitness. Only $25 a month for fitness, tanning, and massage. Always no commitment and no processing. 18 locations. ATC Fitness. Exercise your right to look good. Well, the Tigers had two plays that looked pretty good. They had a third down and short, could not get it, went on fourth, and before they could get it off, a pre-snap penalty. That kind of hurt, and then Tulane took advantage. Down on the sideline, seeing it from that perspective, third member of our broadcast team, Greg Gaston.
Couldn't start out any worse, Wolo, for the Tigers. I love the aggressiveness. They came out throwing the ball. They were going to go for it on fourth down. But as you mentioned, here's Chris Adams, and that has been a problem all season long. The false starts, that takes him out of a chance to go for it on fourth down. And then on offense, look, if Retzloff is going to get that kind of protection, and that offensive line has given up only 7 sacks all season, we'll see how aggressive Jordan Hankins' defense will be. But on that particular play, he had all the time in the world, and that receiver just beat the D-back, and an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown for Tulane.
Yeah, Chris Bracey was in man-to-man. He's right up there on the line of scrimmage with him. He got beat off the line of scrimmage, and after that it was Katie bar the door because he increased his distance between himself and the DB. Bracey running for all his worth, but that ball was perfectly thrown right over his head, right into the outstretched arms of the receiver who caught it cleanly and ran the rest of the way in the end zone.
Giving up only 7 sacks, I think that is a team thing. Not to take anything away from this offensive line. And it is a quick kick, and it comes short and a fair catch called for right at the 5-yard line. So the U of M will get it at the 25. They throw the ball very fast, both Retzloff and Sullivan. And then if they don't throw it, they run. So it's pretty hard to sack them. The U of M, by the way, has given up 18 sacks on the offensive line on that last possession on the short yardage. Just didn't get the job done.
No, and their offensive line, they've got several seniors up there that have played together for several years. This is basically, other than Chris Adams and Monica Breedland, a new offensive line for Memphis.
So from the left hash at the 25, first down and 10, here's Lewis getting the snap, rolling to his right. He's under pressure, dumps it down low. Catch is made out of the backfield. That is DeWosier, makes the catch, will get 2 yards. Actually, it was Christian Ross, who curled underneath, got the catch. That is his 14th this year, but only gets 2 yards to the 27. Physicality by Tulane so far.
Yeah, well, it's a physical defense, and they play good people, and they play good defense. And they're a tough team.
Frank Peason comes into the game. Sutton, returning kicks, hasn't had much ball to throw. They give it to Peason right up the middle. Huge hole, 30, 35, all the way to the 40 to the 41-yard line. Peason, 3 touchdowns last week. That one a big burst, 14 yards. And the first Tiger first down, a First Horizon first down for the good guys in black.
Great block by the centers. Kerry Walker down there just opening that hole for Peason to run through.
2 left, 2 right. Peason stays into the left of Lewis. Here's the snap. Lewis to throw, steps up, throws a bullet right side over the head of the slot receiver. He was curling toward the number, and the ball sailed way over his head, incomplete.
I think that made part of a sail and part of a throwaway because he was well covered coming out of his cut. The DB had played that perfectly, and that could have been a 50-50 ball if he tried to force that in there.
He was looking for Jamari Hawkins, his first incompletion, 3 of 4. I mentioned Sutton Smith. He's in the game. 2 backs, Smith and DeWosier, flanking the quarterback. The tight end goes in motion. It's Anderson. Here's the snap. It's a give, and Sutton Smith makes an unbelievable move. Makes a guy miss. Actually, it's DeWosier, and he's going to get 4 all the way to the 45.
I bet you Tulane hates to see that number 1-3 coming at him because DeWosier made him look silly last year down in New Orleans, a game the Tigers won 34-24 to end the Green Wave's hopes of hosting the American Championship football game. So now he's in there, or is he still in, or is that?
It is DeWosier to the right of the quarterback. Here is a 3rd down and 6 at the 45. The snap, and Lewis under duress. Steps up in the pocket, throwing long down the middle. Here's a flag. Here's a catch. In stride, 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers, Jamari Hawkins. And just like that, there's your answer. 55 yards to make it 7-6. We'll see what the flag is all about.
Let's see if they come back. It looked like there was a holding going on down there. It looks like Tulane saying they're going to call it back. If somebody did a push-off.
I thought it might be a defensive hold. Here's the word from Tim Rich.
No, it's against Tulane.
Yep. That'll be declined, and it's 7-6. So both teams, big bombs up the middle. In talking with Corey Glore, the Tulane play-by-play guy, we both agreed the Achilles heels for both these teams were over the middle passes.
Yeah, that was a deep.
And now the Tigers were exploited on the first possession, and Lewis and Hawkins exploit Isaiah Shine, a redshirt freshman corner, right over the middle. 5 plays, 75 yards. The big one, the 55-yarder.
Face mask. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on touchdown.
So their touchdown does count. There's a 15-yard penalty that'll be assessed on the kickoff. 10:38 to go, first quarter. It's 7-6, and here is Spaddock 40 for 40 this year on extra points to try the game. Little high snap. A good job that time by Tanner Gillis to get it down, and it sails through. We're knotted up at 7-7.
Well, that's how you start the football game, huh? You think we got a shootout here at the Sim between these two teams? They share the Mississippi River, one about 400 miles away down there in the bayou, and the Memphis on the Delta.
1910 Frameworks has the perfect frames and mats to give new life to your art photos and posters. With their creative framing, they can change your favorite sports memorabilia into a great piece of art. If it's worth framing, it's worth framing right at 1910 Frameworks. That's at 2029 Union Avenue. We got a shootout. It's a rivalry game. It's tied 7-7. We're just underway. 10:38 to go in the first quarter here at the Sim on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Memphis football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Tigers. Let's go, Tigers! SeatGeek.
Sissy's Log Cabin is the official jeweler of the Memphis Tigers. And this football season, they're ready to help you show your Tiger pride with a spectacular selection of jewelry featuring exquisite gems in all your Tiger colors. Sissy's can also help you find an engagement ring, the perfect gift, or any other piece of jewelry you may be looking for, all while treating you like family. Stop by their store in East Memphis or visit sissyslogcabin.com to enjoy the Sissy's experience for yourself, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
The early makings of a classic here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. 10:38 to go first quarter. We're knotted up 7-all. Big explosive plays, both sides. A long bomb of 65 by Retzloff. He found one of his favorite receivers. That was Shaz Preston, and then it's Jamari Hawkins who gets his first touchdown of the year, the 55-yard pass from Lewis. And Lewis stood in the pocket. They were coming, and now he's got 1,935 yards on the year, 65 away. Greg Gaston from 2,000 on the season, and we're into game number 10.
Well, one of his best throws of the season. He showed the poise. He didn't get happy feet. They were coming to him and trying to get to him as he released that ball on a rope. A beautiful throw by Brendan Lewis. You got to think, with that left ankle injury and all the uncertainty going into this game, whether or not he's going to run as much as he usually does. Obviously, it's a must-win, so if he has to, he will. But I think a lot of times tonight, you'll see him stay that extra second in the pocket and try to throw as opposed to take off and run.
And let's give some credit to Jamari Hawkins, too, because I think Cortez Braham is drawing some double cover action on the Tulane defense, and they see that, Jamari, we forgot. Oh, he's behind the deep touchdown, Memphis. And Hawkins has really come through to make some big catches here as the season has gone along. Big catches.
Spaddock getting set to kick this thing off on the year. 41 touchbacks on 62 kickoffs. Here's the run-up from the 50 because of the penalty. Into the end zone and out as you would expect. And so it'll be Tulane ball, 1st and 10 at the 25. So they had one play, 65 yards. They have 9 seconds of possession time. 2 possessions for the Tigers, 4 minutes and 13 seconds, Jarvo.
Going back to that kickoff by Tulane, the kick to the Tigers, it's like they were breaking out of their huddle, and then the kicker kicks the ball before anybody's set. That's the first time I've seen that, really. Usually you do that on an onside kick, but that was a kick away, kind of a pooch kick thing, and they're barely out of the huddle. But they are tricky, you're right.
Yeah, you got to watch them. So here comes Tulane. They bunch everybody in except one receiver right and left in a pistol look. Gordon is your running back, and here's a Big hole up the middle. He just turned around, did Retzloff, handed it to Gordon. The C's parted. He gets across the 35 to the 37-yard line, a 12-yard burst. So 2 plays, 65-yard pass, 12-yard run. This offensive line's doing a good job.
Yeah, they're very good now. And remember, in last year's game, Cortland Marsh for Memphis had an All-American game as a defensive back with an interception and 2 caused fumbles. He's not playing now. He got injured in preseason camp.
2 left and 1 right, 3 in the box. Here's a straight handoff, and getting outside is Gordon. He's got room, 40, 45, 50.
Yes,
he's run out of bounds in Tiger territory, and there is a flag that's going to fly, and it looks like it would come where Tulane would have been holding.
Yeah, they were definitely holding the linebacker on the outside. He couldn't get away from him to make the tackle. He was in perfect position.
Holding. Offense number 5. 10-yard penalty.
Wow, they're going to call that on the wide receiver, the nephew of John Legend. That would be Anthony Brown-Stevens. So that's a break. It will bring the ball all the way back because it was upfield. It negates a 23-yard run. It is going to be first down and 12 at the 35-yard line on the left hash. This time a regular shotgun for Retzloff. Here's the snap. He wants to throw. Steps up near sideline. Has a man. Catch is made near the 44-yard line. He's brought down immediately, but a nice play. That's by Anthony Brown-Stevens, who had just been guilty of holding. It's good for 9. It'll set up a second down and short. Chris Bracey, who was beaten on that long pass, came over and made the stop.
Remember, this is a Tulane team that is smarting from getting just totally mollywalked down at UTSA in its last game by 22 points. They are upset, and so they still want to leave their mark on the American Conference race and trying to do it here at Memphis.
New running back Zabari Mobley comes into the game. Bunched except for one man left. Here's a fake handoff. Retzloff's going to let it go. He's got a tight end wide open, 50 into Tiger territory. Steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That is Justin Reed. He's the guy that does most of the catching from the tight end position. They got 3 of them. It's good for 14. Move the chains into the U of M territory at the Tiger 43.
A very innovative offense run by the Green Wave here. They've got everything going to the right. The quarterback reverses out. Off the play action, comes back to his left. Oh, it's a rollout and run. No, he's got the tight end coming just underneath the linebacker. Perfect pass to him, and the tight end's got speed, boy, to pick up that first down.
Gordon and Mobley both in the backfield. They sandwich Retzloff. And here's a quick handoff right up the gut. I believe it was Gordon. He's got room to the Tiger 39-yard line. A pickup of 4. Stop made by Sam Brumfield. He's their number 1 tackler. Best in sacks, best in tackles for loss.
Now, both their Tulane's running backs are Power 4 conference transfers, so they know how to run it, and the offensive line is getting a really good push up front against the Tigers' defensive front. Now, Retzloff and company can run the ball, and he's in an empty backfield now.
He is. He's got trips. Left, 2 right. Here's the snap. Under pressure. Over the middle. Got a man wide open. Makes the catch at the 15. Hit immediately on contact. That was the tight end, Johnny Pacuzzi. And it's good for 24 and a first down. Take it back. It was Bryce Bohannon who made the catch, the wide receiver, their second best receiver. And they're inside the AutoZone red zone. They are at the 15-yard line.
And he got smoked when he caught the ball, but that was a frozen rope thrown by Retzloff. You can see why BYU made him their number 1 quarterback, and he went 11-3 with the Cougars.
7:14 to go, first quarter, tied at 7. This time it's McClure into the game. Here's the snap, and the quarterback's going to run, and he gets smacked at the 11. Picked up 3 or 4, tried to go right behind his left tackle, Derek Graham. Or Johnny on the spot, Kamari Wilson, the Tigers' second leading tackler. Knocks him down, they'll say, the 12-yard line. That'll be a 3-yard gain.
Retzloff not afraid to run it anywhere on the football field, not the biggest guy. Well, we've seen some big running quarterbacks in this league, Byron Brown being the biggest and one of the biggest in the nation. Retzloff is not Byron Brown trying to run, but he's not afraid to stick his nose in there.
They've got 2 H-backs in. The quarterback, Retzloff, in a pistol, hands it off to McClure. Tries to go off left tackle, gets across the 10, dives down to the 7. It'll set up a third down there, a pickup of 5. It'll be third and short. Sam Brumfield and DeMarco Ward team up in the backfield to make the stop.
Big third down here for Memphis. Tiger fans wearing black on a blackout here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Big game for both teams. 7-7. We are tied with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Tulane, though, knocking on the door.
Third down and 2. They bring back Gordon, the freshman, in. This time Tulane is huddling. Play clock's down to 7. They break their huddle. It is a shotgun look. Retzloff going to run it himself. Finds room. He gets hit right near the yard to gain. Let's see where they put it down near the 5-yard line. DeMarco Ward, the Tigers safety, closed in a hurry, but he got just enough. It'll be first and goal just on that 5-yard line at the left hash.
Yeah, that was either going to be a right foot spot or a left foot spot. And if it was a right foot, it was going to be a first down. Unfortunately, it was a right foot spot. He barely got there as the defense tried to get him down before he made the first down.
This thing started at the 25. It'll be the ninth play of the drive. Tulane bunches in. Gordon is your running back. They got an H-back on the right side. Here's the snap. Gordon trying to get outside. Does. Gets inside the 5. Angles toward the corner of the end zone. And he is knocked out of bounds.
Did he get in?
I don't think he got in. He's about a half-yard shy.
They're bringing the kicking unit
out. Oh, no, he did get it. I never saw a signal from the referee. It's on the board, though. You're right. That is a touchdown for Tulane. Never saw the side judge put his hands up.
I didn't either. I thought they got him out before he got across the pylon. Maybe he hit the pylon just before he went out, but it looked like he went out before the pylon. But the referee's right there, so they give him the touchdown.
We played 10 minutes and 2 seconds, and we've seen 3 touchdowns already in this game. Tulane, 1 play on a pass. This a really good drive. Here's the extra point from Patrick Durkin. It's good. It's 14-7 with 4:58 remaining. They go 10 plays, 75 yards. 5:40 off the clock. The big play was a 24-yard pass, but it is Gordon who gets in for his 4th rushing touchdown this year, and it's Tulane back on top. Toyota's 5 brothers. That's the Tacoma, the Tundra, the Land Cruiser, the Sequoia, and the all-new 4Runner. They're a family of trucks that just keep getting stronger, building on their legendary off-road reputation. For all your Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Well, a lot of offense so far. Let's hope the Tigers can match it. Tulane leads at 14-7 here in the first quarter. 4:58 to go on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Tigers fans know it takes teamwork to win. And when you choose Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, you get a team that served Tennesseans for nearly 80 years. Whether big or small, babies to seniors, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee has the health coverage you need from a company right here in your community. Now that's what we call a big win. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
10 minutes gone here at the Sim. Dave Voloshin, Jarvis Greer, Greg Gaston. Usual crew for home games, Jacob Voloshin spotting, James Owen on all the numbers. Danny O'Brien is producing and engineering. We've seen a lot of we've seen really good line play, in particular from the ones wearing the white. Their offensive line, Ryan Silverfield says, is the best one that we've seen so far in the league. Greg Aston, you're down there. It looks like they're blowing out the Tigers' D-line.
Well, hard to argue with that thought from Ryan Silverfield. Russell Copeland said it in the pregame. This one may come down to the battle of the trenches. And right now, that offensive line is getting to the second level against the Memphis defensive front. That is going to be a problem. When they went inside the red zone, they played 12 personnel. They had the 2 tight ends who were humongous, and they just drove Memphis back. And then during that drive, you also saw that quarterback, and he is shifty. He would look to the sideline and throw over the middle. I mean, that's how creative he is, Ratzlaff. So this is an offense that is going to be a problem. But we've seen Jordan Hankins and his defense, Jarvo, over this season adjust to things that are going on, and I would imagine there's some adjustments coming up.
Yeah, well, a lot of adjustments have been made at halftime. We're going to see some being made here before we get to the end of the first quarter, because you talk about looking off the defense. Yeah, he was looking to the sideline and threw the ball. You talk about confidence in your arm when you can look off the defense while you're throwing the football. And he threw it 24 yards downfield to the receiver. Fortunately, the off defensive back did not take that bait and blasted the receiver. But, I mean, you talk about throwing a guy open. That's what you do when you look him off that strong.
Well, you talk about the Hankins adjustments. He's done it all year long. Maybe UAB was the one misnomer. He did it. This is the way USF started off, too. Here is the Durkin kick, and this one out of the end zone. Man, he has got a good leg. You know, there's great quarterbacks in this league. And we're watching two right here. Retzlaff so far 4 for 4, 111 yards and a touchdown. Lewis 4 for 5, 66 yards and the 55-yard touchdown to Hawkins. You got McGowan. You've got Horvath. I mean, you've got Brown. You've got great quarterbacks everywhere.
Yeah, that quarterback at FAU was pretty good, too. It's just like, you know, the team around him is not that good. But here we go.
Here come the Tigers from the 25. Near hash. That's left side. Smith in. Here's the snap. Lewis under duress. They grab him. He's going down. That will be the 19th sack. The Tigers have given up. Mo Westmoreland, transfer from UTEP, came and knocked him down right near the 15-yard line. Sutton Smith was in there, but he released to go to the flat. Nobody picked up the bandit. He's the hybrid defensive end, and linebacker smacked him back for a loss of 9 yards. So second down and 19 at the 16. Here's the snap. Lewis to work. Dumps it underneath to Smith. Sutton makes a move, gets across the 15, fights his way out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
He gets the yardage back. Yeah, you're right on that previous play. He was going to go out on the same basic route, but he saw the linebacker start to blitz, and he tried to check him, but it was way too little, way too late. It made the quarterback, Brendan Lewis, step up in the pocket right into the charging defensive end.
Yeah, the linebacker, actually, Chris Rogers, the kid transferred from Troy, made the stop. So now you got a third and long, third down and 15. The Tigers are going to go with 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. 1 running back, it's Sutton Smith. He's to the right of Lewis. 4 in the box for Tulane. Here's the snap. First time Lewis has time, goes to the far sideline, makes the reception. The connection to the 28-yard line and knocked out of bounds right there is Cortez Bram by Isaiah Wadsworth, the redshirt senior, and that sets up a third down after the 8-yard pickup.
That's fourth down.
Rather, you're right. 4th down and 6 to go. So the U of M will bring in for the second time Lachlan Kerrigan to punt it away at a 36-yarder the first time. Omari Hayes back deep for Tulane. Here's the snap. Rugby to his left. Lets a good spiral go, and Hayes going to make the catch right near the 23-yard line. Gets wrapped up. He retreated all the way to the 22, and he got knocked down there. Really good special teams play by the U of M. Now the defense is going to have to make a stand with 2:53 to go here in the first. They have had 2 possessions. Tulane, they've scored both times. That's a 46-yard punt and a -4 return for Hayes.
Great job by the gunner to get down there and make the initial hit to knock him off balance, and then he was cleaned up by the rest of his teammates in black shirts down there. Now the Tiger defense got to figure something out against Retzlaff and company, because they have pushed the Tigers off the defensive front, and Retzlaff has had the hot hand throwing the football.
Ball's at the 22 on the near hash, right side. 2 left, 2 right. Here's the snap. It's Sullivan who's in, sprinting to his left. He's going to get knocked down, but he'll let that ball go. Incomplete. He was looking for Omari Hayes, the receiver. Let it go as he was getting hit. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. That's the first time they haven't had positive yardage in a single play.
One of Tulane Green Wave going into their tent for some medical attention here, but Retzlaff had just enough speed, man. He got hit, though, when he threw the football, but the receiver, he ran him out of bounds. And great play by the linebacker coming up to get Retzlaff off balance on the throw.
2nd and 10. 2 receivers either side. Now they send Reed, the tight end, in motion. Here's a give. It's to Gordon. He gets hit behind the line of scrimmage and knocked down there. They're going to say he got right back to that line of scrimmage at the 22. No gain. That's 2 in a row. That time putting the helmet into the running back was Jalen Bell with help from Puda Walker.
Yeah, we said that Retzlaff was in there before. It was actually the backup quarterback, Brendan Sullivan, who would have been the starter had not they gotten a late summer transfer from Retzlaff to come in from BYU. Retzlaff back in there right now as the signal caller.
So Retzlaff does come back in on 3rd down and 10. He has not missed a man yet. He's 4 for 4. They send a man in motion left. Retzlaff gets the snap. He's got all day. Here's a delayed blitz, and he throws the ball away. Retzlaff being hounded that time by Drew Watts. He came in and made the play, and the Tiger defense 3 and out on Tulane. They're going to have to punt the ball for the first time, and now here comes a flag. It's intentional grounding.
It's not 4th down.
So they're going to back him up half the distance. They'll put it down, let's see, I think at the 12. And that's where Tulane's going to have to punt it away. It's a loss of downs.
Yeah, loss of down. Great play. The Tigers actually got crossed up on that blitz. They were trying to do a crossing action with their linebackers on a delayed blitz, and they ran into each other. But it worked out well because it fooled the Tulane blockers, and one came in scot-free.
Here's the snap and a punt. That's a beauty. Sutton Smith all the way back near the 26 on the number. Almost broke it. He got to the 30 and dove forward. I thought he was going to go a long ways, but he got tripped up near the 35. So good starting position for the Tigers with 1:46 left to go here in the first quarter, and they trail 14-7. The defense finally flexed muscles and put down Tulane on a 3 and out. You know, the U of M has done a great job defensively. They end up with 15 more tackles for loss than the opposition. Haven't gotten one yet here, but there was no yards gained, and actually yardage lost with a penalty. Sutton Smith in the game. He's playing wide receiver. Lewis with an empty backfield from the 34 near hash. Now Smith goes right beside him, and they give him the ball, and he's got room. 40, breaks to the sideline, 50, finally brought down at the Tulane 45-yard line. Sutton Smith got open. Kevin Adams helped to save a touchdown, but a beautiful burst of 21 for Sutton Smith.
Great blocking up front by Malachi Breland. Once he hit that hole, man, he was untouched and used that speed to cut outside and cut upfield.
Bryce Dorsey, by the way, the receiver, with a very nice block. Here come the Tigers near hash at the 45 of Tulane. Here's the snap. They give it to Smith again on a little delay, and this time Tulane is right there. Middle linebacker Sam Howard, probably their best defensive player, comes in. That'll be a loss of a yard back to the 46.
Other than that run by Peasant on their first drive of the ball game for Memphis, they haven't gotten anything up the middle against this Tulane defense.
Trips to the right and a tight end on the left side.
Call it
Lewis looks at 4 in the box, and here's a little bubble screen right side. Catch is made. Little bit of room. Cross the 45-yard line down to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4. It'll set up a 3rd down and long.
All right, this is a big play here for Memphis. You're down 14-7 in this ball game with just 25 seconds on the clock to end the first quarter. Are they going to run a play, or are they going to let it go to the second quarter?
Cortez Bram, by the way, made the catch. Duozier is now in at running back. Play clock's at 20. They can let it run out. You're down to 13. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Now they send one of the receivers on the right side It is a tight end. I think it's Christian Ross. He's an H-back. Here's the snap. Here's pressure on Lewis. Goes to his right. Looking. Throws and has a man at the 30-yard line. Still on his feet. 25 and down inside the 20. A big third down connection. 22 yards for Dewosier out of the backfield. And the Tigers have another First Horizon first down, and it's right near the AutoZone red zone.
That was an amazing play by Brendan Lewis. He high-stepped his way out of a would-be tackler, almost out of bounds, but had the presence of mind to hang in there to the last second, make the throw to Greg DeRosier, and DeRosier does the rest of the work, rolling and powering his way for the first down and more.
That is the last play of the first quarter. We've got one in the books. It's been a wild one. 14-7. Tulane on top, but here come the Tigers knocking at the door. They got a first down at the Green Wave 21 when we come back for the second chapter on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Rotolo's Craft and Crust is the destination to unwind and refuel with flavors everybody loves, guests we consider friends, and backed by a team we consider family. Our championship pizza crew has the dough you really need. Come on in, kick back with a drink or two while we fix up something delicious for you. Maybe an old-time favorite like our original cheese sticks or our one-of-a-kind deep dish pizzas. Visit us at 681 South White Station or order to go at rotolos.com.
Memphis Tiger fans, we all know the good that recycling does for Memphis and its environment, but a few simple mistakes can mean the difference between recycling right and wasting recycling efforts. Putting plastic bags in your gray carts, for example, can send tons of good recycling to the landfill. So don't let our efforts go to waste. Learn to recycle right, Memphis. And remember, go Tigers go! Brought to you by the City of Memphis Solid Waste Division.
So far, what a game. It is a rivalry game. Tulane in town, a lot at stake. And they lead at 14-7, but the Tigers with a first down at the Green Wave 21-yard line. That's how we'll start the second quarter. Brought to you by Kohl's. They've got gifts for all of your wish lists, all in one place. From beauty favorites and cozy outfits to hosting must-haves and top toys. Find great prices on presents for everyone at Kohl's and at Kohl's.com. So, pretty full house, you know. You look around here, you've got high school playoffs tonight. You got the Grizzlies and the Mavericks downtown, and I think you got close to 30,000 here. What's it look like down there, Greg Gaston?
Well, it's a great atmosphere. The fans got the memo, a blackout. Most of them are wearing black. It looks absolutely terrific. I'm sure it looks terrific on television. Remember, we had the big game last year in New Orleans, and that atmosphere was nothing even close to what we got tonight. And you said, obviously, with high school football playoffs, with the Grizzlies, the threat of rain earlier in the week. I mean, it's a nice crowd, and hopefully the Tigers will continue to play off that crowd. But I'll tell you what, we're told every Thursday during coaches' meetings what we think, what the coaches think is going to happen. And we were told that Tulane, they don't like to blitz. They don't blitz too much, but you never know, right? Expect the unexpected. Well, all of a sudden, you're watching this game unfold through one quarter, and Greg Gasparotto, who's the defensive coordinator for Tulane, he is blitzing 2 out of every 3 plays. He got burned on that last one when they blitzed Brendan Lewis and he found DeWosier. But my gosh, they're doing exactly the opposite of what they have done. And maybe it's because, again, Brendan Lewis is not 100%.
Well, he's definitely not 100% now, because after that play, I don't know if he turned his ankle again or he twisted it, high-stepping his way out of a tackle. He threw that ball on a corkscrew just before stepping out of bounds to get it to Greg DeWosier for the first down, and came up limping a little bit, and he grabbed his helmet and threw his arms down in disgust. So I don't know. I don't see that he went into the 10 or anything, but I'm guessing he's okay. Greg, you can tell down there on the sideline.
We will double check. I think
he's fine.
That one of the Tulane players may have been hurt. Although, you know, you mentioned that. I got to double check here. Is Arrington Maiden coming into the game? It is. Maiden is going to be your quarterback. So we're going to have to double check on Lewis. I think both these quarterbacks who've been just dynamite, Lewis and Retzloff, may have been injured. The Tigers have 2 left. Sutton Smith in at running back. 5 in the box, 6 in the box. Here's a run by Arrington Maiden behind the center. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. They all went with Sutton Smith to the left. He just waited a beat and went right up the hash, right behind Yakari Walker into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That is the first touchdown in Arrington Maiden's collegiate career, and it's 14-13, just like that.
Yeah, he made the perfect read on there. They said, a new quarterback in, he's going to give it off, just to get his feet wet. No, Arrington Maiden is a heck of a runner. Plus, he's like 6'3" and 226. No, he's 230 pounds. He's a big boy.
Every time he comes in, it's magic. Here's the snap, and the kick from Spedick is right down the middle. We played 5 seconds in the second quarter. This game knotted up at 14. Greg Gaston, you're down on that sideline. Why Maiden? Is there a problem with Lewis? And is this not the nuttiest game?
That was a designed play for Arrington Maiden. Brendan Lewis has his helmet on. He's on the sideline. He was the first one to congratulate Maiden. You got to remember, as I said earlier, they don't want to see Lewis have to run that much on that ankle. They want to see him throw the ball. So they're in the red zone. They figure, let's go with the package we've practiced, and that's Arrington Maiden. I will update you if we don't see Lewis when they come out the next time they have the ball. But for right now, to me, that seemed like design run, Maiden. Let's have Maiden run the ball, and we'll stick with Lewis throwing the ball from the pocket.
5 plays, 66 yards, 1:51. The Tigers with 154 yards. Tulane with 140. We're 5 seconds into the second quarter, and that's close to 300 total yards. Here's the run-up and the Spedick kick into the end zone right on FedEx and outside the left side of the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Tulane 25 for the Green Wave.
A little extracurriculars going on down there. The guys exchanging pleasantries near the Tiger sideline is broken up by the referees. Everybody goes back to their respective sidelines. But good to see Arrington Maiden get into the end zone. He was the number 4 quarterback. He was the number 4 prospect out of the state of Texas overall when he was recruited here to Memphis. And, you know, Texas is a football-rich state. A lot of great players have come out of that state. Well, he is now here in Memphis. He has bided his time, and he's come in to try to get the job done. We saw him make that big run against Arkansas to salt the game away, and now, for the time being, it looks like he may be QB1 for the Tigers.
Here comes Retzloff, QB number 1 for Tulane. Here's the snap, and he gives it to the running back, and he is hit in the backfield. That time it was Arnold Barnes, and he was picked up and dropped for a 4-yard loss. I got to tell you, Everett Russo just came in and knocked him in the air and straight down. 2nd down and 13 coming.
Yeah, that was great. He got a lot of help from Drew Watts, too, as well, and that's something to see. That was the first regular-looking play that Tulane ran, a straight sweep, and the Tigers are ready for that.
Barnes stays in. Ball's on the near hash left side. Tigers rush 4. Here's the snap. Retzloff's got time. Now a little pressure throw over the middle. He's got a man at the 35-yard line. That time they found Preston. He's the guy that caught that first touchdown. That time he just curled on the hash, and the ball was there for 14 yards and another first down for the Green Wave. They now have 6 first downs in the game.
That's amazing. Chris Bracey was all over that play, and that ball was just gunned in there. There was no way. The receiver was got to dig it out of his chest. As soon as he made his cut, the ball was right there, and Chris Bracey was all on top of it.
2 receivers either side. They were all spread. Now they're bunched in. 2 H-backs. Here's the snap. It's a give right to Gordon. He goes right over the left guard, and he's got room to the 41-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5, maybe 6. Again, that offensive line pushing Memphis around. The middle linebacker, Brumfield, makes the stop.
That looked like a play you run on the goal line. They brought both of their H-backs in right next to the quarterback to block. So you just have more blockers than the Tigers have defenders up there. And he found the crack and made 4 yards on the play.
2nd down and 5. Tigers only rushing 3. Here's the snap, and they play fake. Retzloff has time, throwing, left sideline. That ball's caught at the 35-yard line.
Wow.
A Tiger linebacker jumped in the air, trying to get to it. It went over his hands right to Bryce Bohannon for 24 yards. He's out of bounds at the U of M 34.
You cannot throw a ball any better than that because the Tigers were in position. That was a deep, deep drop by the linebacker. He leaped as high as he could, but he couldn't get a finger on it.
2 left, 1 right. Retzloff's going to try to run himself. He gets stood up, and then here comes a linebacker, knocks him down, a gain of 1 to the 33-yard line. That was great defensive play. I think it was William Whitlow who stood him up, and then a linebacker came and knocked him down after a gain of 1. That was a good hit on him.
I don't know. You can hold me to this, but I don't know. Retzloff taking a lot of chances running against this Tiger defense. He is not Byron Brown, and you can see it by the speed of how he gets out there as opposed to a Byron Brown. Tigers might eat him up.
That's their offense. It's a shotgun look with Gordon behind. They got 2 wingbacks. And that position, here's the snap, and Retzloff wants to keep, and it's got room. Left side, 30.
Oh, wow.
Turn the corner, 25, 20, 15, 10, out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him. That guy is faster than you think.
Did he get in?
Oh, my gosh. Did he go all the way?
He went in.
He did. 33 yards for the touchdown. Justin Reed, the tight end, made the big tackle. I thought he stepped out of bounds near the 10, and he just kept going. And they say touchdown.
Yeah, this time he went around in and didn't get touched, really. He just had the speed to get there. Tigers were chasing after him, but could not get to him.
2014. Man, that offensive line is awfully tough. Snap down, and the Durkin kick is good. 21-14, 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. They go 6 plays, 75 yards, a 33-yard scamper by Jake Retzloff, the kid from Corona, California, via BYU. He averages about 64 yards rushing a game. He may already have those, and it's again the Green Wave on top by a TD. 21-14 of the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Around here, it's all or nothing, and Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices than anybody, like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through December 1st, get 4.75 APR financing on any remaining new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander, including hybrid models, with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get Toyota Care, 2 years, no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Event Rentals by Hicks is celebrating over 30 years of service and is an official partner of the Memphis Tigers and Tiger Sports Properties. Event Rentals by Hicks can meet all of your party rental needs. Visit their website at hicksconventions.com or give them a call at 901-272-1171. That's 901-272-1171 or online at hicksconventions.com. Event Rentals by Hicks, serving the Mid-South since 1986.
12:02 to go, first half. It's Tulane. They led 7-0. And then it was 7-7. They led 14-7. Then it was 14-all. And now it's 21-7. Next up, Tigers get to serve. Brought to you by Valvoline. You can drive into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change for an expert oil change done in about 15 minutes. They are the official oil change partner of the Tigers. They are Valvoline. So Retzloff, he's 6 for 6 for 150 yards, and Retzloff can run too. 5 carries, 30 yards. The long one, 33, because remember, he did get knocked back for a yard or two, and he got to the outside. Actually, they're doing a good job of getting outside of Memphis's lateral pursuit. Greg Gaston, you see it right there.
They are, Wolo. They're getting to the edge. They're turning it up, and there's no line of defense by Memphis. Memphis had this problem against UAB with their lateral pursuit. For whatever reason, they are slow in recognizing what's going on, so they're not over there to defend. That is something that has to be shored up very quickly.
It definitely does, and it seems like, Retzloff, he got around the end, and once he got around the end, you would think that the free safety or the deep corner would have a chance to get him, at least push him out of bounds, but they never did get there. Now, they got wide receivers blocking downfield, and that may have held him up a little bit. But once he turned the corner, there should have been somebody else there on the back end to get to him, but not that time. And Reslotz had enough speed to turn the corner and make his way to the end zone.
What an offensive show. Tulane's averaging 10.8 yards a play. The Tigers 9.6. Time of possession 9:49 for the Green Wave, 8:09 for the Tigers. 215 total yards for Tulane, 154 for the U of M, and now they will get another possession. Here is the run-up from Durkin. And this one, again, deep in the end zone. Doesn't matter which side he's kicking. Durkin's got a heck of a leg, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a heck of a leg. There's no wind out there tonight. You know, you would think it might be a little bit windy with the rain that came through earlier this afternoon. We hear that they really had storms over in the Middle Tennessee area. Hope our friends in Nashville are doing well, but it's not no wind at all. It's a little bit humid, and it's in the 60s, and it feels really good down there, I believe. Here we go.
So the Tiger quarterback, Brendan Lewis, is okay. He is in. DeWosier at running back. They bring an H-back on the right side. Here's the snap. And it's Lewis who's going to fake and runs out of bounds near the 30-yard line, and we've got a flag coming from the defensive backfield.
There's a flag down there, but I was watching Lewis on that fake and run, and he looked like he was hobbling a little bit on that ankle.
He did not look like his normal stride. I would agree with that. Now all 5 referees are conferring right about the 36-yard line.
This could be an illegal block downfield. I don't know. One of the Tigers is pointing toward Tulane.
Yeah, it sure is. Here's Tim Rich.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside block. Offense. Half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Well, that hurts. That hurts because he takes you out of decent field position to start this drive, and now you're in the shadow of your own goalpost down at about the 12, 13-yard line.
And it looks like, I think it was Cortez Braham was the guilty party there. So they back it up to the 13-yard line.
1st and 22.
Yep, 1st and 22, far hash on the left side. The Tigers send a man in motion right. They have 3 receivers there. They throw left side at a man wide open, and Lewis overthrew him. He had DeWosier wide open, sprinting down the left side. That could have been a touchdown if it had been maybe 6 inches shorter.
Yeah, 6 inches shorter would have been. He had to reach out to try to make that one, but 6 inches shorter would have been definitely a catchable pass. With the speed that DeWosier had, he would have been in the end zone. Tulane would not have caught him.
2nd down and 22 again from the 13. Trips to the right side. The ball's on the left hash. One man on that left side. Tulane looks like they're going to blitz. They bring 2 linebackers up. Here's the snap. Lewis with time now flushes all the way back into the end zone. Throwing right side into the Tulane bench.
Now here's where you got to think that Brendan Lewis is on a kind of a gimpy ankle, not really steady enough to hang in there long enough to let a play develop. And then when he gets outside, he's a really good scrambler, but when he gets outside, he can't really outmaneuver people. Threw that one away.
3rd down and 22. 2 right, 1 left, and H-back on the right side. Tulane's only going to rush 3. They have 4 defenders at the 25-yard line. Tigers got to get to the 35, and they're going to run it. DeWosier takes off left side, gets across the 20, gets curled down about the 21-yard line. Memphis is going to have to punt the football away. A pickup of 8, but that was a waste on an illegal block, a personal foul on Braham, which backed you into a hole, and here comes Tulane up a touchdown, and they're going to get good field position because the punter for the Tigers will be lining up at his 5-yard line.
Lackland Corrigan has done a good job for Memphis this year. The special teams, all of them, on the kickoffs, kick return, punt return, everything. Punting has done a great job this year. Let's see if he can get off a good punt.
Tulane looks like they're coming. Here's the snap. They really don't. And Kerrigan gets a good one off. Hayes going to call for a fair catch right into the 35-yard line. So they get it out of there, but good field position for Tulane at the 35-yard line after that kick of 44, right on his average. 10:45 to go here in the first half. The Green Wave with the ball. The Green Wave with a lead over our Tigers of a touchdown. It's 21-14 here at the Sim on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
You or someone you know or care about has dealt with a difficult divorce. When facing divorce, you need the attorneys at Rice Law. Nick and Larry Rice lead the firm with 3 generations and 7 decades of experience. Located in Memphis, serving the entire state of Tennessee and North Mississippi. Rice Law is who you need to call. Simple or difficult divorce, they know how to handle it. Call Rice Law at 901-526-6701, or for more information, visit them at aboutdivorce.com. That's aboutdivorce.com.
Did you know air pollution triggers asthma?
No, I didn't know that. Wait, my son has asthma. What can we do to help clean our air?
It's easy. Just taking a few simple actions can reduce air pollution. Like stop at the click when pumping gas, don't idle your car over 1 minute, and share in the ride when commuting.
That is easy and helpful information.
To learn more, visit shelbytandhealth.com.
10:45 to go here in the first half. Tulane with the ball and a 21-14 lead. Brought to you by Methodist Hospitals, and like the Tigers, Methodist Hospitals of Memphis. They've been recognized nationally for their outstanding performance. Recently named a best regional hospital by U.S. News and World Report and rated as high performing in 16 different categories of common care procedures. Methodist Hospitals of Memphis have delivered a hometown victory in healthcare. So the Tigers now really got to play some D. Plenty of time left in this second quarter. And if they were to score and make it a long drive, don't forget, they get the ball to start the second half. This time, Jordan Haken's crew, I think Greg Gaston has a little pressure on them.
There's a lot of pressure right now, Wolo, on this defense, and they've been good all year long figuring it out. They have to, because as you said, a long drive that results in more points, they get the ball to start the second half, could put the Tigers in a huge hole.
By the way, Memphis women's basketball team a winner tonight.
Hey.
In Little Rock, 64-62. Richmond had 16 points, 4 rebounds. Here's a good story for you. Musa Cisse playing for Dallas against the Grizzlies tonight. In his first 3 minutes, he had 5 points.
Musa Cisse signed an Exhibit 10 contract coming out of the summer, played for their summer league. They decided to keep him, signing him to that contract. That, it's not a guarantee that he'll stay with the team all year. They may move him down to their G League team, but it's great to see Musa playing. And, he's a Lausanne product, came out of New York City to come out of one of the African nations to come to the United States and play AAU and played in the New York area, then came to Memphis and played at Lausanne, and then the Tigers got him for his freshman year where he was all freshman, and then they got him for his senior year where he did a great job. Now he's in the NBA.
So here comes Jake Retzloff. First and 10 at his own 35. They lead at 21-14. They have one receiver right and left. Everybody pretty bunched in from a pistol look. Here is the snap, and here is a give, and it is right to the running back, Jamari McClure, and he's going to go off left side. And again, there's a hole. He gets to the 40, and there he is stopped, but they're going to pick up. They're going to put it back down at the 39, a gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, anytime you get like 5 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards on first down, you'll take that every time. Tigers got to figure out a way to shore that up.
2 left and 1 right on the second and 6 from the near hash. Here's the snap. Retzlaff throws. Right side has a man wide open. Right at the 43, dancing around. Great open field tackle.
Great job.
Right at the 45-yard line. They'll give it to him at the 46. So a nice job. It's only a 7-yard pickup. And it's going to move the chains.
Yeah, he gets the first down out of that. But you talk about good one-on-one defensive back play. That's a one step back by the quarterback and pitch it out there. And you're on an island. You either make the tackle or he's going to run a long way. He made the tackle.
That's Anthony Brown-Stevens, his second catch in the game tonight. Bunched in look with an H-back on the right side. Here's the snap and a pistol, a straight handoff. No, fake, and Retzlaff throwing deep down the middle, looking for a man. Caught by Stevens right at the 10-5 touchdown. Tiger defender slipped as he tried to make the cut. He was with him on the coverage, but he slipped and fell. And there was Anthony Brown-Stevens for the easy one, 54 yards. And again, the Tigers fall into a hole. This is the biggest, though. It's 27-14 with 9:26 to go in the second.
That was a Marion Cooper back there with him stride for stride, but when he turned around his head to look for the ball. I think he clipped over the wide receiver's foot and fell down, and after that, it was just make the catch and walk into the end zone.
So here's Durkin on for his 4th extra point in this game. Snap down, kick on the way. It's perfect. And the Tulane lead is 28-14. 3 plays, 65 yards. A 54-yard bomb to Brown-Stevens. They got a 65-yard play on the very first one from the line of scrimmage. Explosive plays and an explosive lead for Tulane. 28-14. The Tigers' offense now has to make something happen. Lots of time here in the second. 9:26 to go. The First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. A blown left headlight is making Erica's drive to her son's soccer game darker and darker. So she goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Where a friendly AutoZoner finds her 2 new bulbs.
These lights have the most clarity.
And helps her get back on the road so she can brighten her drive and the cheering section.
All right, all right.
See clearer and drive safer. With new lights, no hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Give up gutter cleaning for good. Get protection for your home from storms and long, hot, muggy summers in Memphis with LeafGuard, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers. No clogging, no cleaning, no leaking, no water damage, perfect fit, pull free. Receive a $50 Visa card with a free in-home estimate and get 75% off installation, plus $200 off. Find out more about the revolutionary LeafGuard system and how it can protect your home by visiting LeafGuard.com or calling 901-546-2200.
Got to be a shootout because with 9:26 to go here in the second quarter, Tigers are down by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That Tiger defense has yielded 280 yards already in this football game. It's been an impressive display by Jake Retzloff and that offensive line, and he's got poise back there. He's hit 2 wide receivers for big plays, and now the Tigers are going to have to rely on some big plays too. They just missed on one. I think Greg DeWozier may have gone the distance on a thing that would have tied the game at 21, and instead you're down 28-14. What are they talking about on the sidelines, Greg?
Well, they're trying to figure out how they can slow down, not just stop, but slow down this Tulane team. Tulane's doing whatever they want offensively. As you said, Waldo, 280 yards of offense with 9.5 still to play in the second quarter. But now the Tigers have to answer offensively because it looks like that's going to be the theme of this game. You're going to have to outscore Tulane because I don't think you could stop them.
And another question is, will they go back with Brendan Lewis, your starter all year long, who's hobbled with a bad left ankle, an ankle that he hurt in the Rice game in the second half, trying to make a first down, got clipped from behind, his ankle rolled over.
He wasn't even 100% in that game. He's been hobbled true. For a while since that UAB game. Remember, he got hurt.
Oh yeah, that's when he originally
second half.
That's when he originally hurt his ankle, and you get that clipped again, and it's just going to hurt like heck. And he's obviously hobbling out there, and that's taken away one leg of your great rushing attack that Memphis has had this season.
I remind you, the Tigers. This is the way USF looked in the first half, and the Tigers have made adjustments. Here's the kick from Durkin. 8 yards deep into the end zone, lands in the M in Memphis, and out it goes. The Tigers will get a 1st and 10 at the 25. Well, you do have to take a little bit of a look at Lewis because that stride, that gait, it's not the norm for him.
No, it isn't. Is that Brendan Lewis back out there again now?
He is, and DeWozier is the running back to his right. The ball's on the left hash. On the far side at the 25-yard line. Brady Cluse splits wide left, one man right. Everybody else bunched in. Now a man in motion to the right. Here's the snap, and Lewis throws. He's got a slot receiver. It's Bram. Makes the catch 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet and finally brought down right there near the 40. So a nice 15-yard strike. Lewis to Bram. Move the chains.
I like that quick passing attack. Go to your favorite receiver. The two hooked up for 775 yards for Cortez Bram at Nevada last year, and they know what each other's doing. That's like a long handoff for those two.
So first down and 10. DeWosier stays in at the left. Here's the snap. They give it to DeWosier up the middle. There's not much room. When you try to go between Walker and Breland, and they've tried a few times straight up the gut, there's not much room. He got one to the 41, and the ride came to an end.
That's something. Those are two of your best blockers right there. The one play they had to Sutton Smith, he had a big hole to run through, but there has been very little doing. No real holes for the running back so far in this game.
Lewis, by the way, 119 yards throwing. He is 13 yards shy of 2,000 on the year. Trips left. And a tight end on the right side. Here's the snap, and Lewis throws. He's got a man right at the midfield stripe, and he's going to get a first down right there. Little curl route. It was Jamari Hawkins, his second big catch in the game. Good for 10 and a seventh First Horizon bank first down.
Yeah, it's a shame that the ball was thrown low. Nice catch there, but if it had been thrown upright, he would have had some more room to run, but you'll take first downs every time.
DeWosier stays in. He's to the right of the quarterback. Trips on the left side. One man on the right. Tulane's going to rush just 4. Here's the snap. Little delay. Lewis is going to keep, and Lewis has some room. He dives across the 40. Knocked down at the 38-yard line by Mekhi Williams. But that's 11 yards and another Tiger first down.
Now that looked a lot more like the Brendan Lewis that we are used to seeing. He made a decisive cut on that ankle, cut upfield, made a man miss, and then lowered his shoulder, got some extra yards to pick up the first down. Maybe he's getting more confidence as the game goes on.
That's the 8th first down in the game. 2 left and 1 right. It's Brady Cluse on the right side. You got an H-back on the right side. Ross, he goes in motion to the left. 3 receivers there. Here's the snap. Lewis throws right side. He's got Cluse right about the 31-yard line. He's dragged back after that. That will get... That's actually Marcelo Bussi on the catch, and that gets 7 yards, and now Lewis is over 2,000 yards on the year.
Congratulations to Brendan Lewis as a passer, 2,000 yards. He had 1,800 at Nevada, 1,800 and change at Nevada last season, getting better and better. 2,004 to be exact.
Second down and 4 after that pickup. DeWosier stays in. He goes in motion to the right of the quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's the snap. DeWosier finds the seam. Get the first down. He's got more. To the 25. To the 20. Angled out of bounds inside the 15-yard line by Javion White. He's the hybrid linebacker safety, but there's 17 for DeWosier inside the AutoZone red zone. U of M's on the move with 6:20 to go here in the second quarter, and they trail 28-14.
All you got to do is give these guys a crack. Just give them an inch. Just give them a crease. And DeWosier, Sutton Smith, they can find it and run to daylight, and Greg DeWosier did just that.
222 yards for the Tigers now. DeWosier's got 47. Here's the snap. Here's a blitz. They run right into the blitz. DeWosier is going to lose 2 back at the 17-yard line. He just ran right into the middle linebacker, Mekhi Williams. They came with the blitz, and they ran right into it.
That's one of those chess game deals where you guess right sometimes and you guess wrong. That time Tulane guessed right and the Tigers guessed wrong, and it ends up a 2-yard loss for Memphis.
Time for Lewis's 11th touchdown throw.
I wouldn't mind that.
Twins
like that.
right, 1 left. H-back on the left side. DeWosier stays in left of the quarterback. Tulane's going to rush 4. From the 17 left hash, here's the snap. Lewis with time. Throwing end zone right side. Caught. Inbounds are out. They're saying out.
Oh, we got to look at that.
And it looked like there was definitely pushing and shoving and holding going on, but it's ruled incomplete.
We got to look at that one because I think that if they say maybe he was juggling the ball when he went out because he got both feet down, it must have been juggling the ball.
There's not a challenge yet. Now Ryan Silverfield is asking about it. I can see him pacing. Greg Gaston, what do you see?
It's very close, Waldo. It looked like he may have come down with 1 foot. All you need is 1 foot in college.
Oh, he's got the ball. replay shows he's got the ball.
Well, again, you got to make sure he's tucked that away, but it looks like he certainly has the ball. It never hits the ground, but does it get tucked away when that 1 foot comes down?
Oh, that's a touchdown.
Man, it looks like it. I'll tell you what, everybody in the stands went touchdown.
Yeah, it looks
it's
like it.
Graham again.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
There's another replay of it, and
yeah, we're seeing it on the replay here.
It
looks
looks
like,
like he's got that foot down. It looks like this is going to be 28-21.
Yeah,
and that's another highlight by Graham. Don't forget, this is a Barbasol official review, the close shave instant replay. Why would you pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather? Barbasol, the official review right now. You got Tim Rich. He's talking with Mark Larson. He's the replay official.
Here's the deal. He caught the ball, and then he tried to pull it into his chest. It popped out of his hands, and he pulls it into his chest, but his foot is still down. That's a touchdown. If they rule that his foot is still down by the time he completes the catch, it's a touchdown.
Well, you guys have that replay monitor right there, and I'm not sure from my vantage looking at the Jumbotron if I could tell if that foot didn't hit the white or not, if it was all in the blue.
The foot never did hit the white. Okay. He's totally in the blue.
If that's the case, we should have a reversal, right?
We should.
I think, but I got to tell you, it's so close because he is bringing that ball in. Does he have control when the ball?
Oh, he's definitely has.
When the foot hits the ground, that's the tough thing to see. Remember, it's ruled incomplete. Have they got conclusive evidence to see if it is a touchdown?
I think it is conclusive evidence. I'll tell you why. He had to reach up to catch the ball or to grab at the ball. He did that, pulled it into his chest, and then I looked at his foot. His foot was still on the ground. It didn't come up until after he was parallel to the ground.
And they can't bring this up into the conversation, but there is definitely contact made on the receiver before the ball arrives.
Oh, that's true.
That is unfortunate that part isn't called.
Well, there's
either.
chicken fighting there, and I really have to tell you, I don't mind that. Graham has been known to make great catches. That's why it's taken so long. He's looking at it again. There it is.
Yeah, the longer the better.
He catches the ball, and they're looking to see if he had the ball still before his foot came up. He definitely caught it, but did he have possession before his foot came up and going out of bounds? Because his foot's out of bounds or inbounds and on the ground originally, but does he have possession before his foot comes up? While he's falling out of bounds.
I'm watching him. He makes that catch right there. It's on the Jumbotron.
You can
foot
see it,
is down. Then he goes out. Does he have control?
Here we go. Here's the call.
The ruling on the field is upheld. It's an incomplete pass.
Fans don't like that.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I don't like it either. I thought his foot was down. He initially hits at the ball, brings it into his chest, and then you look and see if the foot is down. They have to do that in stop motion.
It was a heck of a pass by Lewis, too.
But that's a tough call for an official to make. They're making a call, bang, bang, and we get to see 4 different replays, and Tiger fans are mad. Here we go with another play.
It's DeWozier at running back. He goes in motion left of Lewis. Here is 3rd down and 11. And a man in motion to the right. Here's the snap. Here's pressure on Lewis. Gets away. Still on his feet. Twisting around. Back at the 25. Now he's going to get sacked. They kept coming in waves. The Green Wave did. Sam Howard will get the sack. The middle linebacker. He is their best blitzer. He's got 2 sacks now. And that ball will be put down at the 25-yard line. It'll be 4th down there. The Tigers are going to have to settle for a Gianni Spedic field goal. It will be put down in the middle of the field at the 34. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. This is not his best distance. His distance is better at 50 or more than at 40, where he's 1 for 4. Snap down, kick on the way, flags everywhere. That ball goes right down the middle. It's good, but the flags arrived before the snap, I think.
I'll start kicking team number 68.
There must be some calling going on down there, because on a field goal, you just stay there and wait for the ball to be snapped. Don't jump.
That was 68, so that's special teamer Jonathan Young.
G has got the leg. Gianni Spedic has got the leg from this distance.
Now back it up. Now it's going to be a 49-yard attempt. distance, not a problem. Over 50. He's 4 for 4 on the year. So Zarut will snap it to Gillis, and it's down. Here's the leg through. Again, end over end, plenty of distance. Good! Didn't matter, so they get points. Not as many as you would have liked. The Braham great catch overturned. 28-17, 4:27 remaining. A little deflation here in the stadium. 10 plays, 49 yards, 4:21 off the clock. The Spedic 49-yard field goal.
And they're the
Jarvo,
Bluebirds.
the Tigers really needed points. They wanted 7. At least they got something. Now they got to make a stop.
Well, the referees called there was inconclusive evidence to overturn that last call touchdown by Cortez Braham. And, you know, I'm not going to argue with them. I thought he caught it, but the referee's making a big, they're making a call on a bang-bang play. And it was a great throw, and I thought it was a great catch, but they overturned it. It was a good drive, but now the defense is going to have to figure something out here. There's plenty of time left to get the ball back, if you can. Remember, Tulane gets the ball to start the second half, but you want to stop them here.
Here's the run-up from Spedic. It's on the way, and it's way out of the end zone.
That's one way to stop them.
Yeah.
Make them go the long
So
way.
here on their 4 scoring drives, they had 1 play, 9 seconds, a 65-yard touchdown. Second touchdown took 5:40. The third one took 2:53. Then they got another one in 1:19 with a 54-yard pass. The Tigers have got to stop them. They had 1 3-and-out, only 1 punt in the 5 Tulane possessions.
Yep, and now it's the offense will be run by Jake Retzloff again for Tulane. The BYU transfer has looked every good as advertised tonight.
It's 8 of 8 for 270 yards, I'd say so. 2 left, 1 right, and a tight end on the right side. Here's the snap. Quick throw, left side, caught at the 30-yard line, wrapped up immediately. They were quick to find Ted Shackelford, his 8th catch of the game. Got wrapped up by DeMarco Ward with 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
They're going with the quick offense here. They think they can move the ball against Memphis as Louisville and Nashville train, or is it CN? CN National rolls by. Train rolls
4
by.
minutes to go in the half. 28-17, 2nd and 5 Tulane at their own 30-yard line. Here's the snap. Retzloff hands it off up the middle. Not much there. Good effort that time by Gordon. He got hit in the backfield and turned. Got 2 yards before Sam Brumfield, the middle linebacker, wrapped him up. So here's a 3rd down and 3 from the 32. This is about as much must stop as you can get. Both teams, all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout here.
Big crowd here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. They're on their feet, and they're yelling for their Tigers. Big down defensively for Memphis.
They really had not had many 3rd down situations. They're 1 of 2, only 2, and they've already scored 4 times in the game. 2 left, 1 right. Tigers with 3 in the box, and a timeout is called with 3:18 to go.
First charge timeout of the half, Tulane. 30 seconds.
So Jordan Hankins had the right defense there. Tulane didn't like it. And they will regroup. It's a 30-second timeout. Gives us the chance to let you know Corky's Barbecue is a big supporter of Tiger football. See why Corky's has been voted the #1 barbecue joint in Memphis at any of their 4 Mid-South locations. Corky's Barbecue is Memphis Barbecue.
You know, that timeout may actually help Memphis. 3:18 on the clock. They could have run it down to about 3:10 or so. And you never know. Seconds matter in any athletic contest.
Yeah, the big thing here is get the stop.
Get the stop. That is correct. Want the Tigers, players are exhorting the fans, get on your feet. They are doing just that, waving their pom-poms. Big down here, 3rd down and 3.
Double tight end set. They send a wide receiver. Bohannon in motion. Here's the snap. Retzloff under pressure. Lets it go, and it's caught over the middle by Shackelford near the 40. Fumbles the football. It comes out at the 47-yard line. The Tigers say they have it, and so do the referees. So the first mistake by Tulane in the game. The first turnover comes when they convert a 1st down, fumble the ball at the 47. Apparently it was Carl Lewis who got the ball. It came out 15 yards on the play. The fumble recovery by Memphis with 3:03 to go. in this quarter. So basically, that was a little slant route run by the receiver. Retzloff was in trouble, got it, and it came out. I don't know. I just saw that replay. I'm not sure that thing didn't hit the ground before it came out. Let's hope I'm wrong. So we've got another Barbasol official review. Greg Gaston, I don't know if you had a good angle on that. What did you see?
Looks like he's down.
Yeah.
Looks like he's down. I mean, it comes out. I'm watching it right now. His knee's down. Now he's still down. The ball still hasn't come out. I think they're gonna reverse this.
I'm afraid you're right. So that is for Lewis, his 14th catch this year. It will get a first down, and I think the ground caused the fumble. That's what I think I saw. I don't know if you got any better eyes than I do on this one.
Chauncey Logan on the coverage, and he was right there with him. First of all, that was a great throw by Retzlaff under heavy pressure off of his back foot. Threw that thing about 15 yards on a rope. And Chauncey Logan was right there with the receiver, took him down, he's grabbing at the ball as they swing around going to the ground, but his knee may have hit before the ball comes out.
I
don't know.
Really
it's hard to tell
from the angle we just saw. You saw the great swipe at the ball.
The only thing we got going is that they called.
What's that?
And
I said, I was telling these guys, I said the only thing right now in our favor is that they called it a fumble. We want to make sure that they have enough evidence to overturn it. Remember, the touchdown they had called an incompletion, and we didn't get that call, so maybe it will go in our favor. But it looked like he was down, though.
From the angle that I just saw, the ball is really hidden as to when it comes out. But I thought I saw one end zone angle where the ball hits the ground and causes it to come out, despite the fact that there was a tremendous swipe at the ball. So the Tigers defense did a good job. That was a great call. That time Retzlaff was under great pressure when he got it over to the receiver, Zycaro.
Well, you can see how Tulane had beat the likes of Northwestern and Duke. But with both of those on the road, I know they beat Northwestern at Northwestern.
Both of those were at home.
Northwestern was at home. Well, they beat them, and Northwestern was like 20-3, and then they had the rematch.
Here we go. We're getting the verdict from Tim Rich.
Viewing the play, the ball carrier's knee was down with control. It's Tulane's ball, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yep.
The game clock will start on my signal.
So not only do you not get the ball, but Tulane's got a first down.
Well, so far Tulane is living right. I don't know what it is, but they're getting the calls to go their way, and they can't really argue with them. They were bang plays, and it looks like the officials got both calls right. The fans don't like it, but that's what you get in rivalry games. You get big plays. Some go against you, some go your way.
Okay,
let's see if some will go the Tigers' way.
They got it 1st and 10 at the 41 with 3:07 to go. I thought it was at the 47. The Tigers get a break on that. From the right hash, 2 receivers left, 1 right. And here's Retzlaff. Fakes now, throws underneath. He's got a man who drops the ball incomplete right at the 45. That's a break. That was Anthony Miller, their tight end that transferred from Indiana. Dropped the ball, 2nd down coming.
Anthony Miller from Memphis didn't really drop many passes, did
he?
Former CBHS star, playing with the Ravens now. But great protection by Tulane's offensive line. Retzlaff having time to pick out his receivers back there. They'll definitely have to figure out some way to get to him as this game goes along.
Carl Lewis, who made that play, goes in motion. He was in the backfield. Trips right, 2 left, empty backfield for Retzlaff. Tigers are blitzing. Here's the snap. Here's pressure. Throw over the middle. What a catch! Right on the M logo by Bryce Bohannon in double coverage. Good for 11 yards in Tiger territory at the 48-yard line. I'm telling you, Retzlaff's been amazing. He's now 12 of 13 in this game.
Are there some quarterbacks in this league or what? I mean, he was dead to rights and threw that backpedaling off his back foot on a frozen rope. Just a perfect strike, and the linebacker was right there. Great catch by the receiver.
Pistol look with a bunched up formation. Here's the snap, and they're giving it to Gordon. Tries to get outside, makes a great cut, gets across the 45-yard line, knocked down at the 41 of Memphis by Chauncey Logan, the corner. But good yardage of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 at the Tiger 41, and that gets us to the 2-minute timeout. The Tennessee Highway Patrol is looking for some community-oriented individuals with a passion for helping people to help fill several positions within the Memphis district. They offer an excellent benefits package with a competitive salary plus an extra $10,000 if you're assigned to Shelby County. Visit their social media pages at TN Highway Patrol, or you can visit jointhp.com and you'll learn more. The Tennessee Highway Patrol. The U of M down 28-17, and Tulane's got a 2nd and 3 at the Tiger 41 when we come back for the final 2 minutes of the first half here on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, are you hungry? Grab great food and drinks at these Tiger restaurant partners or use them to cater your next event. Patrick's Neighborhood Bar and Patio, Wild Beet Salad Company, Stack's Kitchen, Rotolo's Craft and Crust, Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Char Restaurant, Huey's, Blue City Cafe, Salad Station, Owner's Box, Old Dominic Distillery, and the Arcade Restaurant. Eat and drink local with your Tiger restaurant partners.
State Farm agents Therese Wilson, Steve Womack, Michael Wiseman, Colin Vickery, and Joe Saria are on the sidelines this 2025 exciting Tiger football season, looking out for you and your family at home or on the go. These local agents are proud to support your hometown Memphis Tigers. That's State Farm agents Therese Wilson, Steve Womack, Michael Wiseman, Colin Vickery, and Joe Saria on the sidelines here in Memphis to support your Memphis Tigers. If you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Going to take a shootout, and it's going to take a come-from-behind victory. The Tigers with 2 minutes left to go in the first half, trailing 28-17, and Tulane on the move. Tulane, by the way, 2-0 on big-time replays. Tigers had a touchdown from Cortez Bram, got wiped out. Actually, it was never called a touchdown. We just thought it was.
Yeah.
And then a first down that looked to be a fumble from up here, then got overturned. Both calls, I think, really, in replay were correct. But 2-0 Tulane in that department. We've now got 525 total yards, 314 for the Green Wave, 211 for the Tigers. If we take a look at rushing yards only, because I'll give you a stat here in a minute, the Green Wave have 78 yards rushing, the Tigers 76. Tulane, this is amazing, is 31-3 when they outrush their opposition in the last 34 games. So, or the last 34 times that's occurred. So,
yeah,
U of M needs to get some long runs from Sutton Smith, Peasant, and Greg DeWosier.
They definitely do. And Tulane is ahead in this game largely. They got 2 bomb touchdowns, a 65-yarder and a 54-yarder. The 54-yarder to start the game when they beat one of the Tigers' defensive backs, Chris Bracey, one-on-one, and a 65-yarder when the Tiger defensive back, Amarion Cooper, turning to look for the ball, tripped over the receiver's legs and fell down. And then it was he just make the catch and walk into the end zone.
Yeah.
He was covered, well covered. But, those are the breaks, and the Tigers are going to have to overcome them. Memphis thought it had recovered a fumble but couldn't get it. Tulane up quickly.
So here they come for a 2nd down and 3. Here's the snap. It's a give. It's to the running back Gordon, who slashes off left side across the 40 to the 38-yard line. He's about... Looks like they're not going to give him the first down. 3rd down and 1, right outside the 39-yard line.
Now you got to worry about, will Tulane try a field goal?
Well, they're 2 of 3 in 3rd down conversions. They only got a half a yard to go. Retzloff, he's already got 286 total yards. Gordon is the running back. This time Retzloff under center, which makes sense on 3rd and short. Oh, and we've got a flag, and it looks like a pre-snap penalty will go against Tulane.
Finally. It's happened to Memphis a lot this season and this game. And this time it looks like this will be against Tulane.
Ball start. Offense, number 11.
Wow.
Memphis has declined the 10-second runoff. The game clock will start in the snap.
That's their fourth penalty for 30 yards in the game.
Tigers
and that one gets called on the wide receiver. That's a break. So that goes from 3rd down and a half a yard to 3rd down and 5.5 yards. Tigers going to shift around. They bring William Whitlow in. I think it's Whitlow who comes in.
Yeah, that's Whitlow. Tigers don't take the 10-second runoff because they want to get the ball back. They think they will. Let's hope they do.
This time it's the 216-pound junior Barnes in. Here's the snap. Retzloff to throw. He's got a man underneath wide open. It's Shackelford. He's got the first down and more. 30, 25. Angles out of bounds near the 22-yard line. Another first down near the red zone with 1:16 to go. This has been a bad red zone team all year long. They got 21 on that play, but they've scored every time. They don't need to get to the red zone in this game with 65-yard runs, passes. And 54-yard passes.
Well, what's helping Tulane is their offensive line is just really, really playing well. They're keeping that uniform basically clean of quarterback Jake Retzloff. He's got time to throw back there.
This time it's McClure who the running back is, and a pistol look is Retzloff. Here's the snap. Everybody goes right. They're going to hand it off right, and a flag on the play. And this looks like it's another one against Tulane.
Boy,
that'll be their 5th.
That looked like a well-designed play, though. Quarterback goes left, and the blockers and the running back go right.
Ball start. Offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Tulane averages 68 yards in penalties per game. The Tigers a lot better than that, only 45 per game. That's their 5th at 35. And so it'll be first down and 15 at the 27 with 1:16 to go. Barnes, the big back from New Orleans, comes back in. Trip receivers to the left. Retzloff in a shotgun. The Tigers bring 5 to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Retzloff with time. Throwing. Left sideline. Caught. What a catch. Zycaro Lewis. That's the second big catch for him. It's knocked down near the 5-yard line. He just came from the right side to the left, made a diving catch, good for 22, first and goal, right at the 5.
You can see why he went to BYU to begin his college career. They don't recruit slaw at quarterbacks at that school, and he's here at Tulane right now. He's a moving pocket by himself, moving away from his rush, keeping his eyes downfield, and throwing strikes to his receiver.
Pistol look with 2 H-backs. Here's the snap and a fake. Retzloff to throw into the end zone. Touchdown caught by Preston, his second one in the game. He caught the 65-yarder. And it's 34-17. They've doubled the Tigers. Memphis gives up 19 points a game. They've given up, it'll be 35 with an extra point here in just one half.
Yeah, that's a 1, 2, 3 and throw. And he had his tight end hooked up on the linebacker, and the tight end won that particular possession for the touchdown.
So this has been all Tulane, 364 yards, and now 35 points as Durkin adds the extra point. And with 43 ticks left, the Tigers are in an 18-point hole, an 11-game home winning streak on the line, 10 plays, 75 yards. Retzloff, another touchdown throw, this time 5 yards to Lewis. And they have had now 15, 21, and 22 on drives.
Yeah, that's the way that they've done it. Now, it's long drives, other than the first touchdown, which was a one-play 54-yard or 65-yard 54-yard touchdown on their first possession. Boom! They just run right up the seam, catch the defensive back in one-on-one coverage, and the quarterback drops it right in there for a perfect 54-yard pass and run TD. And then the rest of it has been 10 play. They've gone the long way and made them count.
Here is the Durkin kick over the head of Sutton Smith, right in the M on Memphis and out of the end zone. So Memphis with 43 seconds and 3 timeouts. Got to get some points, right? Got to at least try, because you know Tulane's going to get the ball to start the second half.
Well, it would be great to get something going here, at least try to get in field goal range. But it's tough with a gimpy quarterback who's trying to go in Brendan Lewis. That ankle, we'll see how it holds up here. And then you got the half to try to figure out something to do against Tulane's offense.
Trips on a diamond on the right hash. Ball's on the left hash at the 25. DeWozier to the right, left of the quarterback. Here's the snap, and Lewis steps up under duress. Throws underneath, got a man at the 30. Stiff arm to the 32, and down he goes. That time it was Bram, another catch. And Jack Chinchu, their leading tackler, makes the stop in the U of M with 34 seconds left to go. We'll call their first timeout.
Injured Tulane player.
Sam Howard. Yeah, that's tough. This is their linebacker who had surgery October 11th, had a plate put in his leg. He's got a broken fibula, and he is prone on the ground.
35 seconds, 3-5.
If the Tigers had waited one more second, they would have called an injury timeout because he's still on the field. He made the tackle on DeWozier and then just got up grabbing his knee and then just basically did a pirouette and went to the ground. I hope he's okay, but that was tough. Greg put a little move on him. He may have twisted his knee somewhat before he made the tackle.
The numbers for the Tigers, 17 points, 12 of 16 is Lewis for 142 yards. They got 76 yards rushing the ball. Those are halftime numbers that you could accept those numbers. It's the defense that's given up 35 points and 364 yards. Howard gets up. He's walking off on his own steam. That's good.
Tulane players are jumping around like they just won the Super Bowl, but there's another half to go, fellas, and you're in the sim. You're in enemy territory here. The folks wearing black are going to get after you.
By the way, the 18 points, biggest deficit the Tigers have had this year. Trips left, and the Tigers have a tight end on the right side. DeWozier stays to the right of Lewis. The ball's on the right hash at the 32. Here is the snap, and Lewis under duress keeps the ball and gets sacked back at the 25-yard line. Clock is ticking with 27 seconds left, and the Tigers may let it go. That's Cameron Hamilton, who we thought was going to be out of the game. He made the stop. Here's third down and 11 at the 24. They are going to snap the ball with 13 seconds. And Lewis throws near sideline. Bram makes the catch, gets shoved out of bounds right about the 37-yard line. 36, that's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that last sack on Brendan Lewis, the Tiger offensive line just got beaten by the defensive tackle. Just broke through two blocks and got to Brendan Lewis before he could do anything. That wasn't a bad ankle on that one. He just beat the Tigers up front.
You got 8 seconds left here. 2 receivers left, 1 right. You still have 2 timeouts. Here's the snap, and Lewis steps up, throws near side. He's got a man at the 40. He lowers his head and gets out of bounds right at the 43-yard line. There's 1 second left, so the Tigers will go Hail Mary here.
Please reset the game clock to 2 seconds.
Yeah, Greg DeWozier got blasted out of bounds, and the Tulane players are lording it over him. But, that's just a good play right there. Now, Tigers hadn't really been a team to throw it up there for a Hail Mary at all.
This one will take
but there's no
65 yards in the air to get to the end zone because he's standing basically at the 35-yard line. Trips left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Tulane rushes 3. They go underneath. Catch is made near the 50 and keeps the feet going to about the 48-yard line, and that'll be the end of that. So the Tigers and the fans not happy. We'll go to the locker room with their biggest deficit. It's 18. 35-17. They just could not stop Jake Retzloff, who was 14 of 15, 284 yards, and 3 touchdowns. His defense is going to have to make some adjustments. There is no question about that. As Greg Gaston will talk with Ryan Silverfield.
Coach, you always talk about explosives. They had a ton of them. Retzloff, clean jersey. What can you do to adjust in the second half defensively?
Yeah, we got to find ways to stop the explosives. I mean, we're not playing very clean at all in any facet of the game. Offense, too many self-inflicted wounds, and defense, they are just absolutely gashing us. We got to find ways to get answers.
Yeah, let's talk about the offense because it looks like you're going to have to put up a lot of points to win this game. Lewis, I know, is not 100%, but how does the offense get going more in the second half?
Yeah, too many self-inflicted wounds. We've got to be able to sustain drives and get going. The 2 drives that we haven't had success on, we've had penalties on. We got to keep going.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Arwolo.
He's got it. You look at those numbers. Lewis is 15 of 19 for 170. DeWozier's got 29 yards on the ground. Maiden had the big touchdown run. Smith's got 20 yards. That's not the problem.
No.
The problem, can Jordan Hankins come up with a defense that can stop Retzloff in this Tulane tidal wave?
Yeah, they're not able to get to him, and Jake Retzloff has done an excellent job of moving around in the pocket. He's been rushed several times, but he's figured out a way to get rid of it, and has he got a cannon of an arm. I mean, it looks like to me that's a professional arm out there, the way he's thrown the ball.
The thing that really impressed me is under duress. He just gets rid of that ball, and he puts
pressured him
through a small window right on the number.
Oh, yeah, and it's not like the Tigers hadn't been there on the defensive backfield, other than that very first pass that they beat Chris Bracey in a one-on-one situation. They catch the ball. Somebody's right there with them. The ball is just perfectly thrown.
Jeff Brightwell and Russell Copeland will talk about it on the halftime show. Memphis in a big hole. They are down 35-17 at the break, and Tulane gets the ball to start the second half. Jeff and Russell talk about it in a minute on the halftime show at the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Seconds making a play. Short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter agent Kyle Nichols in Senatobia, Randy Weileman in Hernando, or Cy Williams in Olive Branch today.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey guys, are you tired of the bathroom breaks ruining your game day? Does your prostate think it's an overtime? Get back in the game with the VIP Prostate Team. Do you feel like your prostate is calling the shots these days? BPH happens to all of us at some point, but that doesn't mean you have to sit out the game. Our team of doctors can treat BPH and keep you in the game until the final whistle. Call 901-747-1007 or visit VIPprostate.com. Go Tigers, go.
Welcome to the Memphis Tigers halftime show. Here's Jeff Brightwell.
The Tigers in some trouble, down 35-17 at the half. Memphis unable to really establish much of a ground game, just 68 yards, and you take away Maiden's run for 21. That's just 47 yards on the ground. But the real story, Russell Copeland, 364 yards for Tulane, 284 in the air. They rushed for 80. But the explosive plays, something you talked about when we were on Tiger Lane, really hammering Memphis.
Absolutely, Jeff. I thought if the Tigers were going to win this football game, they had to minimize the explosive plays. And you look at through the air, 65 yards, 54, 24, 22, and 21. I think the main thing is Tulane has been able to win and stay ahead of the chains on first down. They are completing 75% of third downs, but the biggest thing is it's only been 3.3-yard average, and you look at the Tigers, 33%, and on third down they're averaging 10 yards. So it's been third and long. The Tigers have not been able to sustain drives because of self-inflicted wounds.
Well, another thing we talked about in the pregame show, Russell, Tulane's taking it to Memphis. They came out, they threw the first punch. You can just tell by the body language right now. They've got the momentum. they feel incredibly confident in every aspect of this game right now.
Absolutely. They brought the fight to Memphis, and you look at the first drive, you get a 65-yard explosive play. But I think when you look at it, you have to be able to contain the quarterback position, and we talked about it at half, and Retzlaff has been able to hit 14 out of 15, 3 touchdowns, and 284 yards.
Tigers got a lot of work to do in the second half. Before we continue, we're at the top of the hour. We need to let these stations on the network have a chance to identify themselves. So let's pause 10 seconds for station ID as you listen to Tiger Football. Tiger fans looking to expand your retail brand just across the bridge from Memphis. Marion, Arkansas is booming with opportunity. High traffic, strong demographics, over $137 million in retail demand waiting to be met. Build your next location in Marion, where Memphis meets momentum. Learn more at marionar.org. 35-17, Tulane at the half. Back to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium after this timeout on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Spencer here with ATC Fitness. We are pumped up for another great year of Tiger football. ATC Fitness has incredible cardio to offer with individual viewing screens on each machine, as well as multiple big screens throughout the rest of the gym, so you won't miss a bit of the action on those away games. ATC Fitness continues to be the Mid-South's #1 choice for fitness. Join online today at atcfitness.com, the official tanning and fitness provider of the Memphis Palm Squad and Cheer Squad. Exercise your right to look good, and go Tigers.
Bartlett Home Furnishings is proud to sponsor Memphis Tigers football this season. They have been family-owned and operated here in Memphis since 1974. They sell the best brands in the industry, including Stickley and Stressless. Go check them out at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or online at bartletthomefurnishingsmemphis.com. True Blue Tiger supporters, Bartlett Home Furnishings is the only furniture store you'll ever need.
Hey Tiger fans, looking for a simple way to enjoy some Chick-fil-A chicken? Download the Chick-fil-A app and order your favorites ahead of time. Not only will you save time, with every qualifying purchase, you'll receive points towards tasty rewards. Download the Chick-fil-A app today and spend less time ordering and more time enjoying. Go Tigers, go!
Cooling or heating system on the fritz? Dripping faucet? Call the pros at Conway Services today and we'll waive the service call fee with any HVAC or plumbing repair. Expert technicians available 7 days a week. Call 384-3511 to schedule your appointment. Visit conwayservices.com for details, terms, and conditions. License number 64210, 64365 EAS, MS 19668.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Memphis. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
At the half, it's 35-17, Tulane leading Memphis Tiger fans. Cooper's the official post-game party spot for the Tigers. Celebrate every Tiger win at Cooper's in Midtown. Cooper's is the spot to be for the ultimate game day experience with $3 domestic beers 2 hours before and after every Tiger football game. TV's in view from every seat. Enjoy a world-famous burger while listening to live music after the game and hang out at one of the best patios in town. Cooper's proud supporter of Tiger football. Again, 35-17 Tulane, and Retzlaff 14 of 15, 284 yards, 3 touchdowns. Lewis 15 of 17, 170 yards, a touchdown, and he has run for negative 16 yards on 4 attempts so far. Right now, Lewis, obviously, Russell, as we watch him, not at 100%. Saw Maiden come in, score on 1 play. We'll see what the calls are going to be in the second half. Where he is as far as percentage, if he can go, or Brian Summerfield feels that he needs to make a move.
Well, I think when you look at Brendan Lewis, he has had one run that he looked, like Brendan Lewis, but I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is not offensively. I think when you look at defense has to be able to get some stops. They have to be able to stop Retzlaff, put pressure on him, and get the football back. And, Jeff, if the Tigers are going to come back and win this game, they're going to have to get turnovers, not turn the football over, but they've got to match the explosive plays.
Well, Tulane's got 80 yards on the ground. They've done enough to keep a little bit of pressure off Retzlaff. And again, he has gotten loose for 30 yards, but Gordon, 8 carries, 41 yards, averaging 5.1 yards a carry. That's enough to keep the pressure off Retzlaff right now.
Absolutely. And not getting pressure on Retzlaff because you've been able to win on the early downs. But even when you have flushed him outside the pocket, he's had the cannon ability to be able to still throw the football on the run.
What you got to hope is what has been the trend this year for the Tigers is big second halves. Let's be frank. The Tigers right now just look frustrated out there.
Absolutely. So they've got to regroup. But one thing about this Tiger football team, they're going to fight hard, and they've been able to make adjustments in the second half. They've been a second-half team, and they're going to need it tonight.
Tigers trailed at the half, 35-17 to Tulane. Family owned and operated since 1982, Billy Hardwick's is the premier bowling destination located in the heart of East Memphis, located at 1576 South White Station Road and open 7 days a week. Billy Hardwick's is the perfect spot for your corporate outing. With great food and a full bar, Billy Hardwick's is perfect for entertaining clients and employee appreciation outings. Proud partner of the Tigers in your home for family fun. Again, Tulane leads Memphis 35-17. We're back to Simmons Bank at Liberty Stadium in just a moment on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
At Papa John's, we start with better. No, seriously, every original crust pizza starts with our signature dough that's always fresh, never frozen, hand-tossed, and made with 6 simple ingredients. And now, our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with one or more of your Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. How about that for better? Order now on the app, only at Papa John's.
35-17, Tulane leads Memphis at the half. Are you tired of the bathroom breaks ruining your game day? Does your prostate think it's an overtime? Get back in the game with the VIP prostate team. The team of doctors can treat BPH and keep you in the game until the final whistle. Call Vascular Interventional Physicians at 901-747-1007 or visit VIPprostate.com. That is VIP Prostate. Again, a 35-17 lead for Tulane at the half last night in the American. South Florida, big statement, 55-23 win over UTSA. And Russell, we've talked about this, an important game in this weekend. One or two teams could have gotten knocked out. USF stays alive with just one loss. These two teams, Memphis has 30 minutes to try to stay alive here in this conference race.
Well, of course, it needs to be a reversal of, from the first half to the second half. But like I said, the Tigers have been a second half team all year, and they're going to, need that type of effort in this half.
Tomorrow things get started. Temple will be at Army, a chance for Temple to get bowl eligible, sitting at 5-4. Right now, Temple and ECU, probably the stories, maybe not for championships, but the stories of teams making a big move in the league.
And progressing.
UAB will be at Rice. Rice, if they get a win, they're 5-5. They're going to have a chance at a bowl. ECU can get bowl eligible tomorrow. They beat Charlotte. That would put them at 6-3, 4-1 in the league. And they're lingering around. They're giving themselves a chance with a month left.
Absolutely.
Also, it'll be Tulsa. They're 2-6. FAU 3-5, and then Navy at 10th ranked Notre Dame. Navy 7-1. Notre Dame 6-2. And we've talked about how tough that Navy schedule is down the stretch.
Yeah, it's going to be tough on the road against Notre Dame. If they were playing at home, they may have had a shot, but I don't really give them much of a chance.
So that's what's coming up tomorrow in the American Conference. Here in Memphis, Tulane leads Memphis 35-17, outgaining the Tigers 364 to just 238 here tonight. Time of possession goes to Memphis 15:08 to 14:52. There have been no turnovers. There have been close to a turnover. One fumble was overruled, and as we saw the call, it was going to be a bang-bang play. Had to be irrefutable evidence to overturn it. But the Tiger defense this year is, it's made its hay on the turnovers. They're going to have to find a way to get some turnovers.
I think the Tigers are going to need 2 turnovers, and offensively they need to continue to hang on to it, and you got to get some explosive plays. But hopefully if you can get a turnover, and one of those turnovers is a pick six or a fumble in your territory, now you have a chance to make the comeback.
All right, well, we'll see what the Tigers can do in the second half. Post-game show will originate from Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Dave Voloshin will talk with the head coach, Ryan Summerfield, and a player or two. Russell and I will break down tonight's game. We'll take a look at the numbers. We'll take a look at the schedule coming up tomorrow. We'll take your calls and texts on the Papa John's delivery hotline. We'll have highlights of tonight's game as well. Memphis trails at 35-17 at the half. We'll take our final timeout when we come back. Dave Voloshin, Jarvis Greer, and Greg Gasson take you through the second half here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Penny Hardaway. Memphis is home to the greatest barbecue and basketball fans in America. I know a thing or two about both, but I want legendary slow-smoked hickory barbecue ribs, lean pulled pork, and by the way, the best hand-breaded farm-raised Delta catfish. I will bring my family into Corky's. If I'm in a hurry and got to get back to the family, friends, or team, I just zip through the drive-thru. Make sure to always check out the daily specials and tell them Penny sent you.
Trucks belong on the road, not in the shop. That's our priority at Tag Truck Center, keeping your truck on the road because we know at the end of the day, the miles matter. Whether you need reliable parts, quick expert service repairs, or unbeatable truck sales, we have a solution for you. Trust Tag Truck Center to keep your truck where it belongs, on the road. Visit our Memphis dealership today at 4450 American Way or call us at 901-345-5633 for parts, service, and sales that keep you moving.
Have a home improvement project but missing the tools you need to pull it off? Whether it's updating a bathroom, building a man cave or she shed, or installing a new garden. At Sunbelt Rentals, we have thousands of tools for rent to help you turn your DIY vision into reality. And with our new curbside service, you can order online and safely pick it up at a nearby location. Visit sunbeltrentals.com to reserve the right tools for your project today.
Tiger fans golf.
Now with the call of the second half, here's the voice of the Tigers, Dave Voloshin.
The first 30, all Tulane. I shouldn't really say that. The U of M offense, acceptable. They scored 17 points. They had 238 yards. They ended up really first downs. They had, 11 first downs in the game. That's acceptable for a half. But you can't give up 35 points. Only one punt for Tulane, 364 yards. Their quarterback, Jake Retzloff, 14 of 15, 284 yards, 3 touchdowns. Last week against Tulane, McGowan, the UTSA quarterback, he was unbelievable. He was 31 of 33, and Retzloff may beat that tonight.
He might if the Tigers don't do something, figure out some way to get to him. He is just he's thrown the ball extremely well, but the thing is he's getting time to throw, or he's making time to throw, and it's just little moves. But a lot of times he's been under heavy duress, and he's found a way to get rid of the football and get it into the arms of his receivers. Just great quarterback play by Jake Retzlaff tonight. Brendan Lewis on the gimpy ankle has done what he can, thrown the ball a little bit, but he's only run really once in this football game. The touchdown scored by Memphis came from the backup quarterback, Arrington Maiden.
Here is Spedick. Here's the kick to start the second half. Tigers in black, left to right on your radio dial. This one all the way through the end zone again. Spedick, 3 kicks, 3 touchbacks. And now we'll see what Jake Retzlaff can do. You looking for much different, more aggressive, more blitzing? What do you want to see, Jarvo, from Jordan Hankins' defense?
Well, I think they're going to have to blitz more in creative blitzing, some safety blitzing, some corner blitzing, something to get this quarterback out of rhythm because he is in a zone tonight.
Javen Gordon's your running back. 2 left, 2 right. Now a tight end in motion. Here's the snap and a give right up the middle of the running back, and he's got room across the 30, the 35. He's got the first down to the 37-yard line. There's 12 yards right off the bat, right up the middle. Kamari Wilson makes the stop. Honest to gosh truth, though, there was a big hole right behind the center.
I think the big deal is Tulane got embarrassed last week at UTSA.
Here's the snap, and Retzlaff to throw over the middle, wide open at the Tiger 40, 30, 25, breaks a tackle, 20, and is down at the 18-yard line. That's Bryce Bohannon, another catch for Bohannon. That's his 4th. It's good for 44 yards. They've had a 65-yarder, a 54-yarder, a 44-yarder. They're in the red zone at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. We have played 50 seconds of the second half. Here's the snap, and here's Retzlaff. He's going to try to run, and he's caught behind the line of scrimmage back at the 23. He loses 3. That time the defense swarmed. It was Jalen Bell and Puda Walker, those up front, that made the stop.
That's something. Tulane averages 25.8 points per game. They've already got 35. The Tigers average 37.6. They've only got 17. It's really something the way Tulane plays on the road.
2nd and 13, and a pistol look from the 23 near hash left side. They got a H-back over there, 2 receivers on the right side. It's Gordon behind Retzlaff. Here's a straight handoff left side, and Gordon makes one-man miss, gets to the 20, now down to the 19. Gang tackling in there as everybody closed in. They'll give it to the 18, I think, forward progress. That'll set up a 3rd down. After the pickup of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 8.
It may be early to say this, but pride factor has to come in now. Tigers are down. They've been down before. This is the largest deficit, 18 points of the season, but they have come back against some really, really good teams and won the football game. Can the Tigers do that tonight? They're going to have to find a way to pull something out against a really strong Tulane team, but at the beginning of the year was the favorite to get into the college football playoff after USF.
Trips right, including Zycarro Lewis. Gordon's the running back. You've got Preston split left. Here's the snap and a quick throw, and Lewis makes the catch, and he's got the first down inside the 15-yard line. They just quickly got it, tossed it quick. Chauncey Logan makes the stop. They're going to get 7. Oh, it's 4th down. They needed 8. They only got 7. They're going to go for it.
That was a great tackle there to keep him from getting in the end zone because it looked like he had the quarterback. He had the corner turned, but he didn't. Is this a field goal? This is a field goal try.
They are going to kick the ball. Wow. I thought for sure on the 4th and 2 they would go for it, but this will make it a 21-point game. Here's Durkin. He's 14 of 15. That's 7th best percentage in the NCAA this year. From the right hash, 20-yard line, 30-yard attempt, snap down, kick on the way. It's good. And it's a 3-touchdown lead, so they go the distance on their first possession, but they only get 3. And it is now 38-17, so the U of M at least slows them down a little bit. And we'll get the ball for the first time here in the second half when we come back in just a moment on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Flavor's got a sound. It shakes, it quakes. Crispy tender so loud. Wingstop heavyweights. Lemon pepper, hot honey, 12 flavors to taste. New crispy tenders, no need to wait. Bring the flavor. Wingstop.
This time of year, it's all or nothing, and Toyota's got all you need during Toyota Truck Month. Now through December 1st, get 2.99 APR financing on remaining new 25 Tacomas, excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter, or lease a well-equipped 25 Tacoma SR5 for $259 a month for 39 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax title and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Flavor's got a sound. It shakes, it quakes. Crispy tender so loud. Wingstop heavyweights. Lemon pepper, hot honey, 12 flavors to taste. New crispy tenders, no need to wait. Bring the flavor. Wingstop.
3 minutes, 9 seconds gone here in the third quarter, and it's Tulane scoring again. 6 plays, 63 yards. Tigers do get tough in the red zone, and the Green Wave settle for a 35-yard field goal, 3:09 off the clock. They got 63 more yards, so they got 427 total now. Score big for game day meals at Kroger with savings beyond low prices, including digital coupons worth over $600 each week. Kroger, fresh for everyone. So the Tigers at least slow them down a little bit, Greg Gaston. What's that sideline atmosphere like?
Yeah, it's a mini win, I guess we could say, holding the 3 instead of the touchdown. But look, nobody's drooping their heads, nobody's got their hands in their face, and nobody's sitting on chairs except for the defense that just came off the field. Everybody else is standing. They're ready to go. They've seen this team, as Jarvo's talked about, come from behind several times this year in the second half. So right now, I would say the attitude is still very good for Memphis, despite being down 3 touchdowns.
And this is a payback game for Tulane. They were embarrassed last week at UTSA. They were embarrassed at home by the Tigers in the last game of the regular season that kept them from hosting the American Conference Championship. Now they're up here in Memphis. They don't lose on the road. They came into this game winners of 17 of their last 21 road games. That's third in the country, but behind who, Dave? Who are they behind?
Well, that actually is first in the country over the period of time. Oregon is second.
Right. So it's a really good team, and the Tigers are just seem to be out of sync somewhat. Defensively, they cannot stop Tulane. They did a pretty good job there, holding to a field goal. But even then, you want to have something to hang your hat on, and the Tigers just don't have that yet.
Well, Sutton Smith is back, but Patrick Durkin is perfect. Every time he's kicked has been out of the end zone, and this one, no exception. Right to left on your radio dial, it sails out of the end zone right by the FedEx logo, and the Tigers are going to get it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Offense hasn't really been the problem. It's been stopping Tulane, but now you've got to get 7 every time.
Brendan Lewis back out there at quarterback. Tigers need a break. They've had a couple of plays where they thought they scored or thought they made a big play, not go their way. They need something to go their way now.
Empty backfield. Trips left, 2 to the right side. Now 1 in motion to the right, trips to the right side. Here's the snap. Under duress, over the middle. Catch is made 30, 35, 40, and a first down. That one was to Jamari Hawkins. He's had several catches in this game. That's his 3rd. He's got a touchdown. That one good for 15. He's now got 80 yards in catches. Sutton Smith in it running back. He is to the left of the quarterback. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Starts to go in motion. Here's the snap. Smith on a read. Gets it. Breaks. No, it's Lewis on a keeper. And he gets caught from behind by the middle linebacker, Mekhi Williams. He's going to lose back to the 36-yard line. He'll use 4. It'll be 2nd and 14.
To us up here, that looks like a bad read on the quarterback, because Sutton Smith had a wall of blockers in front of him going around the left corner, but he didn't see the defensive end crashing on him from behind.
Trips to the right, the tight end on the left side. The ball's on the left hash at the 36-yard line. Here's the snap and a play fake. Lewis to throw, has time. Dumps it off to Sutton Smith. Makes the catch 40 and is run out of bounds near the 45-yard line. That time actually Cortez Graham, and now we've got in the sideline by the bench of Tulane. A lot of pushing and shoving. The Tigers on the field come over to the bench to protect Cortez Graham. It's a pickup of 9. Tiger fans want a flag. There is no laundry to be found.
It looked like Graham got tripped up by one of the sideline players over there for Tulane when he was trying to get up after making a good lick, lowered his shoulder and then punished a Tulane defender to knock him out of bounds. But no foul on the play.
So there's a big 3rd down play. 3rd down and 6 at the 44. Tulane looks like they're going to blitz. They do. Here's Lewis under duress, steps up, and he's getting sacked. Another sack, this time the outside linebacker, Chris Rogers. That's his 2nd sack this year. And the Tigers are going to have to punt the ball away. It'll be 4th down from their own 37-yard line. So they made progress. They marched down the field to the 40, but then went backwards.
Yeah, that was a promising drive by Memphis that was curtailed there at the end, but Tulane just sent too many people. It was the delayed rush. They picked up the initial pass rusher, but didn't get the second one coming through, and was right in Lewis' face, had to go down.
Here is the Tiger punter. The freshman gets it away, and Hayes catches it near the 15, gets to the outside 20, has room, 25, and steps out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A pretty good return for Omari Hayes. That's his second return in this football game. That time a 46-yard punt, but a 15-yard return, and the Green Wave will have the ball. First down and 10. They're putting it down across the 30-yard line near the 32. All Tulane with 9:08 to go in the third. They lead it by 3 touchdowns over our Tigers, 38-17 on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey golfers, have you heard of Timber Trust Golf Course in Olive Branch? Imagine if the PGA grabbed a couple of 6-packs and some friends from college and had a let-loose weekend in Mississippi. Then you might get close to what Timber Trust Golf Course is all about. This 180-acre golf course features Bermuda greens, lush fairways, GPS-enabled golf carts, and an all-new clubhouse with an outdoor lounge, making this a great spot to enjoy the perfect day of golf. Visit timbertrustgolf.com and book your tee time today.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit simmonsbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
9:08 left to go, third quarter. It's all Tulane. This thing started off as a shootout. It was tied at 14, and then the Green Wave just put it all together. Tigers not getting calls. Tigers losing in the replays, and frankly, they were the correct calls. And with 9:08 to go, they're down by 3 touchdowns, 38-17, and Tulane's got the ball. It's brought to you by SeatGeek, and that is the easy way to find tickets so you can be a part of action all year long, whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, football tickets. SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace for Memphis. SeatGeek. Down on the sidelines, looks like maybe there was a missed block in the back on that punt return, and that really got the ire of Ryan Silverfield, Greg Gaston.
It did, Wolo. There probably was 2 missed calls. There was a hold, there was a block in the back, and Ryan certainly read the riot act to the official. Part of that frustration for what's going on all night, part of it was that particular play. Now, I want to make sure that nobody misunderstands what I'm saying. Memphis is losing this football game. They're getting beat by Tulane. They're not losing because of the officials. But on that particular return, they really missed 2 calls.
Yeah, and Tulane is just coming in there, and I'll say it again, they got embarrassed at UTSA. They got beaten by Tigers, and the first thing in their pregame notes was the fact that Memphis beat them and kept them from going to the American Conference Championship. So this is a revenge game. This is a payback game for Tulane against Memphis. And, maybe this is going to be a budding rivalry. They don't like Memphis now. And, that's what you want. You want some good old sports hate in the league, in the conference. And it's turned out to be a good football conference. But Tulane is taking the swings, and the Tigers are taking the blows instead of the other way around.
And they're going to try to really put it away here with 9:08 to go, up by 21. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32. Straight handoff. It is Arnold Barnes this time, and he's got a little room to the 35, maybe the 36. They'll give him 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The Tigers have been really good second-half team and made some great adjustments, but this Tulane offensive front has done a good job of digging out some holes for their running backs, and the quarterback has just been it's like a hot goalkeeper or, something like that, or a hot quarterback. I mean, what is he? What is his number? 14 or 15 or something like that?
He's 16 of 17 for 332 yards. They've rushed for almost 100 now, 95 yards. They got a 2nd and 6. Resloff with the snap, has time. Now flushed, running to his right, to the 35. He's hit from behind at about the 37-yard line. So pick up a couple there, but he got roughed up pretty good. And some words for the Memphis sideline as he gets up. He got hit that time by the Cruz missile, Cruz Law.
Cruz Law coming in from his outside linebacker position from the other end of the field, had the speed to chase Retzlaff down and then put him down pretty unceremoniously, but he gets up and is ready to play another play. No hanky-panky on the Tiger sideline like there was on the Tulane side.
Here's a 3rd down and 8. They're 3 of 5. This is one of the longer ones. 2 left, 1 right. Tigers with 4 in the box. Here's the snap. Retzlaff going to try to run, and he's hit hard at the 40-yard line. Down he goes. They're going to have to punt the ball away. That was Cruz Law again with a major lick, and he lost a yard, I think.
Cruz missile.
Back near the 40. It'll be 4th down and a couple. Actually did gain a couple, but they're going to bring on the punter. So for just the 2nd time in the game, here comes Alec Clark, the Australian, a sophomore, both teams with Australian punters, and Sutton Smith standing at his own 22.
Sutton Smith ran back a punt against Charlotte a couple of years ago that turned into a great play, and the Tigers comeback win on the road. This would be a good time for something like that to happen.
They faked like they were going to go with a fake punt. Now they drop back to the regular punt formation. Here's the snap, and we got a whistle, and I think you got to delay a game. They got too fancy.
Yeah, they run up to the line of scrimmage right away, and then they stand up there for an hour.
That is a delay. 5 more yards. They've had some penalties now. That's their 6th.
Referee's got to pick up his flag behind Sutton Smith there.
Well, Sutton Smith now moves up to the 25. A little better field position for the U of M. Not faking anything this time. Now the usual punt formation. Clark gets the snap and punts it away from Sutton Smith. And a fair catch is called for as he runs under it and gets it at the 22-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over after the 42-yard punt. Time is ticking down. Memphis down by 21, but they came up with a big stop there. There's plenty of time with 6:41 to go. See your Memphis area Toyota dealers for the trail-dominating new Toyota Tacoma. More powerful, more capable, more efficient than ever before with its available iForce Max hybrid engine. Toyota, let's go places. 38-17 Tulane. Memphis with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 23 when we come back to the Sim on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Laura Haas-Gilchrist, Alan Reynolds, or Carlos Taylor in Memphis today.
Junior.
Yep.
Lady.
Yeah, they have it.
Gigantic.
You know it.
What about mega?
Yep, they've got that one too. When it comes to Jumbo Bucks, winning is the name of the game. In fact, Tennessee lottery players win an average of $2.3 million a day on Jumbo Bucks games alone. So find your jumbo-sized fun today. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Jumbo Jumbo?
Oh yeah, they even have that one.
6:41 remaining 3rd quarter. Memphis with the ball down 38-17. Planning to drink, don't plan to drive. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office reminds you, fans, don't let fans drive drunk. And don't forget your hotel partners, including the 4 Points by Sheraton Memphis East. Whether you want a staycation or have family and friends come to visit, support your local Tiger Hotel partners. So Memphis needs to get some O going in a hurry. It was great to see Cruz Lawcom, the redshirt freshman who transferred from North Carolina, made a big statement there, and that was, Greg Gaston, a huge forcing of a punt by the Tigers.
It was, Dave, and now you have to turn it into points. But moving forward, still down 21 points in this game, you got to try to find a way to turn these guys over. We had the coaches on Thursday tell us, we win the turnover +2. We're trying to win +2. If we win +2, we win the game. And I can back that up with a stat. Memphis is 23-0 when they win the turnover margin by 2. But Tulane doesn't turn the ball over much. So the only way I could think of trying to turn these guys over is to try to get some sort of pressure on Ratzlaff, who we know can get out of it and can run, but maybe he throws one, they get a tip, and they get a pick. That's the way you get back into this game. But first things first is march down pretty quickly and get 7 right now and cut this deficit to 14.
Well, that's the first thing. They've had 10 turnovers this year. So they had 4 in the game last week. So you got to hope you can do that. But as you just said, Jarvo, you got to score. Brendan Lewis back in. Greg DeWozier will run the ball. You got to have score. And, you had a couple of plays in this game. The non-touchdown catch, or the catch that was ruled not a touchdown by Cortez Brand, and then you had DeWozier wide open on a run up the sideline that was just out of reach of his hands. Now they got to get going. Trips right. Here's the snap. Here's a quick throw to the right side. Caught right at the 28-yard line by Jaden Thompson. His second catch. Javion White makes the stop for Tulane. But a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 right at the 28-yard line. The thing about it, Memphis came into this game wanting to make some explosive plays, and they've had one for a touchdown, but that's it. Here's the snap and a throw left side. Wide open catch is made. First down is made across the 40 to the 42-yard line. That's Jamari Hawkins. So Hawkins continues to impress. His 3rd catch. That's good for 14. He's got 80 yards on the day. Yeah, Jamari Hawkins had the touchdown catch on a 65-yarder from Brendan Lewis. Nice pickup on that play. So another first down for the Tigers. That's their 13th. Here's the snap as they work quick. Lewis under duress throws the ball to the left sideline. The running back DeWozier makes the catch across the 45, steps out of bounds about the 46-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. 38-17, Tulane on top. Tigers driving, 5:33 to go here in the 3rd. This particular series needs to end in points. Unfortunately, the last one was promising but did not. This one needs to end in points before the quarter. Trips right, 1 left. You need 7, not 3. 2nd down and 6 and a long count. Now they bring a receiver into an H-back position. That's Christian Ross. 1 receiver to the left side. Here's the snap. It's a give to DeWozier. He finds a seam. He goes up the middle, across the 50 to the Tulane 48-yard line, right near the yard to gain, and we got a flag as there's pushing and shoving, or no, we don't have a flag, just a lot of jawing. Good for 6 yards. Tell you what. And a first down. Another First Horizon bank first down at the Tulane 48. Tigers offensive tackle Travis Burke, 6'9", 315, just blocked the linebacker 15 yards down the field and pancaked him. That's what that was about. 2 receivers left and 1 on the right side. Here's the snap to Lewis. Here comes a blitz. Great job of blocking, and Lewis throws left side high, and he got roughed. He got hit late. Yeah, and that was a great job by DeWozier to pick up 1 blitzer, and then the guy just came running through and knocked down the quarterback, and the flag came out, and that'll be the 7th penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 4, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's the outside linebacker who made a sack earlier in the game. He comes up with 15 yards there. They got 7 penalties now. They're starting to add up, and that would be for 54 yards. Here come the Tigers at the Tulane 33. Middle of the field. Here's a free play and a throw. Right sideline toward the end zone. Incomplete.
Did they drop a flag?
Yeah, they did right at the 30-yard line. So I believe it was a defensive end that jumped. Lewis saw it.
Offside, defense number 0 in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's Mo Westmoreland, who made a big play earlier.
Finally, Tigers are getting something to go their way. Let's hope it's not too late. But Memphis is on a really good drive here. Like you said, Dave, this needs to end in 7 if possible.
It'll be 1st and 5 at the Tulane 28, getting close to that AutoZone red zone. Frank Peason in the game, had a big 14-yard run in the first half. Here's the snap. They fake to him. They go right sideline. Catch is made at the 25-yard line. He spun down right there.
Well played by the defensive back.
That was Hawkins again. That's catch number 4, not for a whole lot, 3 yards. Jack Chin-Chu, their top tackler, makes the stop. It'll be second down.
Jamari comes off
At the
hobbling.
25-yard line. Actually, they gave him 7 on that play. It's second down and about 3.
Really good play by the defensive back, or that would have been a first down. He swung off the blocker right before he got the first down.
2 right, 1 left. Peasant shifts from left of Lewis to the right. Here's the snap. And it's Lewis who's going to keep, stumbles, gets his feet back to him, 20-yard line, dives ahead, gets to the 17, and another first down.
See, that's what made this Memphis offense so difficult to defend early on, but Brendan's going to come out because he's limping. I think on that cut he hurt that ankle again, and then comes Arrington Maiden.
So Maiden had a nice burst up the middle in the first half. It was good for 21 yards and a touchdown. He can throw the ball. He's going to go under center and change the play. Now he backs up. Peasant still in it, running back. They've got 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left side. Here's the snap. Maiden gonna keep, runs to the right side, gets to the 15-yard line, goes right down there. Mekhi Williams stopped him. And
they were ready for him on that play.
Yeah, that'll be second down after the pickup. Second down and about, we'll call it 8. Right at the 15-yard line on the right side.
That was the same play he scored on in the first half, but they were ready for him there. Look for Peasant to get the ball this time.
Twins left and an H-back on the left side. Man-to-man coverage on the right side. I believe that's Bram.
Oh, he's changing the play.
And they are. They send Adcock down to the right side as an H-back. Here's the snap. Here is pressure. And it is given to Peasant, and he's going to get 5 yards near the 10-yard line. It'll be third down there. Third and about 3.
Peasant's a tough runner. I'll tell you what. He really busted up in there hard, the Middle Tennessee State transfer. And it's a really good story for him coming from MTSU over to Memphis. He said he wanted to play for a winner, and he decided to come to Memphis, and it's really paid off for him.
Third
you call him
down
Mr. Touchdown,
and
right?
3. Everybody's shifting around. 15 on the play clock. Arrington Maiden in a shotgun. He's got his back to his left with 2 wings. It's 4-down territory. They give it to Peasant. He's caught in the backfield for a loss. Back at the 12. That time Chichu came on over, read the play, went right to Peasant with 1:25 to go in the quarter. And you got a big 4th down here.
That was a hole there, but the backside was not covered. The backside was not covered, and they were able to get Peasant from the backside. That's the only way, because he had 2 blockers in front of him in green grass, but the backside was just not covered, and that's what the Tigers are going for.
4th down and 5. They've been good on 4th down this year. DeWozier comes in, trips left, 1 right. Here's Maiden to throw. Runs to his left, looking. Now he's going to keep to the 10, to the 5. Hit at the goal line and in.
Wait a minute, they're calling him down.
Wow.
They're calling him down at the 1. I thought he got in.
I thought he got in too. I'm sure they're going to replay this. It's a 1st and goal no matter what. And they're ruling him just shy of the goal line. Greg Gaston, what did you see?
Looked like he was just short. I'm more concerned whether or not that was a helmet-to-helmet hit right there.
I think so too,
because
he looked like he got knocked out almost.
Nothing called by the official. Wow.
19 seconds to go in the quarter. 1st and goal at the 1. They're not even replaying it. Wow.
They're in the shotgun for
Boy,
some
that
reason.
Maiden is fast, and he's strong, and I thought he got in. He's in a shotgun. He's got DeWozier to his right. Here's the snap. Maiden goes left, tries to bull his way in. Not yet. No call. Shy of the end zone. It'll be second down and goal, inches away when we start the 4th quarter. The Tigers trying to make a game of this. It's 38-17. Nobody's got more all-wheel drive vehicles than Toyota, including the adventurous RAV4. It's America's best-selling SUV. For all Toyota offers, see your Memphis area Toyota dealers or go to Toyota.com. 15 minutes left. The Tigers inches away from making it a 2-touchdown game. 38-17 after 3. Tulane on top of Memphis on the Tigers First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Crylake Realtors is proud to be the official real estate company of the University of Memphis Tigers. If you're thinking about making a move and need expert advice, be sure to contact the trusted market leader and one of the official realtors of the Memphis Tigers. C. Lauren Jones, Brian Lurie, Catherine Ann Matheny, Judy McClellan, Logan Scheidt, Leslie Zarshanis, Janie Henson, broker with Crylake Commercial, and Crylake Insurance. When life tackles you, we've got you covered. Visit GoTigersGo.com/realtor to learn more about these proud supporters of the University of Memphis Tigers.
This is Dave Woloshin, the voice of the Tigers. How do you hedge against the rising cost of funerals? By locking in today's prices and peace of mind at Memphis Funeral Home. Dignity Memorial Professionals will help you choose exactly what you want without limitations. It's a lasting gift your family will appreciate later. Choose traditional, contemporary, or anything in between, and your investment is safe at Memphis Funeral Home. It's the most trusted name in Memphis since 1931. 2 locations to serve you, 5599 Poplar in East Memphis and 3700 North Germantown Road in Barton. Proud partners of the University of Memphis Athletics.
One chapter left here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, and the U of M trails Tulane 38-17 in a game that has so much riding on it. Looked like Arrington Maiden got in twice to the end zone. He's been denied, so you got a second down and inches as they switch from the north end zone to the south end zone to our left. Jarvis Greer, do you think he got in?
I think he got in. I thought he got in the first time. Maybe they called his elbow down, and that was what had the ball, but his whole body was in the end zone on that first run. And I agree with you. It should have been targeting on that play because he got drilled in the head. It was a major league collision on that 14-yard run to get to the end zone. And Arrington Maiden's a big kid. He's 6'3", about 232 pounds. And he went in there flying and put his head down to get there to the end zone. It looked like he got stroked in the helmet, but they didn't take a look at it.
That's what's
amazing.
That we have not had any Barbasol official reviews. Except for the
fumble recovery of the touchdown.
Exactly. And the Tigers had a beg for the touchdown that was not to even be reviewed. They didn't bother either one of these close calls, including the targeting, to even look at it. Greg Gasson, Ryan Silverfield, I know, had to have a discussion with the officials.
He did. He was getting interviewed by ESPN after the third quarter. Then he went over to talk to the officials. I'm right here. Now, Maiden, by the way, is a locomotive when he gets a little steam going. But he definitely got hit helmet to helmet. He wasn't sliding. I understand that, and I know you're sort of a running back in that situation, but you still can't lead with the crown. And that defensive player led with the crown. He knocked him silly. I thought he was a little bit dizzy when he came out and then went right back in. And then the next play, I thought he had gotten in. No replays, as you guys had mentioned, on either one. I am really shocked that they didn't look at the possibility of targeting. The other thing is also, and this is, I know, a pet peeve of Jarvo's because it is of mine, get under the center. You're a half a yard out, man. Stop the shotgun.
And you got a hoss. I mean, he is Arrington Maiden, Iron Maiden, I like to call him, is a stud hoss. He's a big kid. He's a running back who can throw, basically.
He weighs about 220, right? 6'2"?
He's more 230. He's really, really, really strong. And once he gets his gets a head of steam going, man, he is tough to bring down. But they called it short, so we're going to have to go with that. It's about a foot short of the goal line.
It is halfway between
now don't jump
the
down here.
Goal line and the 1 yard line. The nose is just about
He's under center.
6 inches away. You got a fullback in Peasant is the tailback. Meat is the fullback. It's Brendan Lewis under center. Handoff goes to Peasant into the end zone. Touchdown. So it took 3 seconds. And the Tigers make it a 2-score game, 38-23.
Mr. Touchdown, as you dubbed him, Dave. Frank Peasant goes up out of that I formation and gets it in behind the block of Matt Adcock. So that's a touchdown, another touchdown for him. And now the Tigers are now at 38-23. And are they going for 2? They're going for 2, Dave.
Brendan Lewis in. This is their new philosophy. They could make it a 2-score game. They're going for 2 here to make it 38-25.
And Tulane's got to burn a timeout to figure out what they want to do.
Tulane, 30 seconds.
I hope Ryan Silverfield changes his mind.
Maybe they might just do that. They got Tulane to burn a timeout. So
at the moment, it's a 15-point game. If you do get to 2, it's a 13-point game.
They got to figure that maybe there's not enough time to get what.
If you keep going, if you get 8 again, it becomes a 5-point game. I don't see in the book where that really works your way, but they want to be aggressive.
77-yard drive, 6:44 time of possession, 12 plays for the Tigers to get that 1-yard touchdown. That was 3 touchdowns they actually scored on that drive.
Tulane
get 2 of them.
had back-to-back penalties on that drive, 15 and 5 yards. That helped out. Tigers are going to go for 2. Ball's on the left hash, right at the 3-yard line. They split. Clues to the right, 2 on the left side. Lewis in at quarterback. Dowozier to his right. Tulane with 5 in the box. Now they send a man in motion. I think it's C.J. Smith. Here's the snap, and Lewis under duress. Shovel pass. He's got it perfectly. Right to the fullback, into the end zone. 38-25. The shovel pass was to Adcock. So he's got a touchdown now and a 2-point conversion, and you've got a 13-point game with 14:57 to go.
And you know what, Dave? Tigers have now scored 20 or more points in 50 straight games with that score.
That is impressive, but you got a ball game, and now your defense has to come up and make some big plays.
It's great when you score on the first play of the fourth quarter. You got the whole quarter to go. But you got to figure out a way to hold Tulane. You slowed them down a little bit. They got a field goal on their first possession of the second half, and you made a punt on the second possession. So maybe this time, Dave, you can turn them over. How about that?
Well,
Would you like that?
They only had 3 points and 71 yards in the third quarter, so they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, that's true. So
Memphis has converted on a 4th and 4 on an 11-yard run by Maiden to the 1-yard line. Was the big play in that drive. Maiden was really terrific, without a question. And here's the run-up, and the Speta kick is beautiful. It is deep into the end zone and out. 7 yards deep and out. He's been perfect on the touchbacks tonight. He's got the 1 field goal from 49 yards out. Now can the Jordan Hankins defense make a difference? Can they stop him again?
you have to watch out for Tulane now. Tulane is very tricky. They run a lot of trick plays, and this would be a time when the Tigers are trying to make a run for them to come up with something tricky, like a double pass or something like that, to try to fake Memphis out, because they're going to be coming with their hair on fire to try to get the quarterback.
Last series, Cruz Law was terrific. Here's Retzloff. He's in a pistol. He's got Gordon behind him. The Tigers are going to rush forward. Here's the snap. And a fake and a throw over the middle, incomplete near the 45-yard line. A little curl route was run for Anthony Brown-Stevens. The U of M read it perfectly.
And Retzlaff cannot believe it. He put his hands on his helmet. What did I just do? The ball was way short. Maybe he thought the receiver was going to run a button hook, and he ran an out pattern. And the Tigers had it covered either way, but that's a mistake, and it's 2nd and 10.
That's only his 4th incompletion in the game. He has been brilliant.
Crowd getting back into it.
McClure in at running back. Here's the snap. They give it to McClure. He's running to the left side. He gets to the 30, and he gets hit hard right there. That'll be a pickup of almost 5. Kamari Wilson, the kamikaze man, makes the stop right at the 30. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. They bring in the big junior running back, Barnes.
That's the first time the Tigers were really up to it on that sweep-type play. Tulane has showed some speed and good blocking to get outside, but the Tigers cut them off short of the 1st down. Now it's up to Memphis defenses. Everyone stands here at the Sim.
Empty backfield. Barnes went to be a receiver. Now he's back in. They shift around Brown. Bring him outside, another slot receiver. Here's the snap on 3rd and 5. Retzloff with a lot of time. Throwing over the middle, incomplete at the 50-yard line. The Tigers had good coverage. They were looking for Anthony Brown-Stevens again. And for the 2nd time in a row, Tulane's going to have to punt the football. I think Drew Watts might have gotten his tip of his fingers on it.
Was that Drew or was that Bracey? Because they both were diving at the football. I think Bracey was the one that got his fingers on the shoelaces to keep them from catching it on the dive.
Sutton Smith back at his own 26-yard line. Here comes Clark, the sophomore Aussie, gets the punt away. He was under pressure. Smith calls for a fair catch at the 18 and gets creamed. No flag.
Oh, come on.
Come on. Now they finally did.
Come on.
I think Ryan Silverfield was going to come out and attack the ref if he hadn't made that call. Sutton Smith slow in getting up, but he's okay. We'll have Greg Gaston keep an eye on him. The Tigers are going to get the ball. I think the infraction took place near the 18. So they should get it about the 33. That was a 51-yard punt. Now, in all honesty, Sutton Smith did, at the last second, make that fair catch call. Now the officials are talking. If they pick this up, this place will go bananas because the Tigers haven't had any calls at all in the game.
There is no foul on the field.
Oh, my gosh. What did I tell you?
It's first down. Timeout on the field.
This is what you want in a college football game. I know that it's a bad call against Memphis, but come on. You know, the fans are into it now.
13:53 to go in the game. The Tigers trail by 13, and they're going to get the ball at the 19-yard line when we come back. This one could be a classic. Don't go anywhere on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets the Duralast battery.
have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
The guaranteed best fans in football deserve the guaranteed best prices on kitchens, baths, floors, doors, and more. Tiger fans, visit your 100% employee-owned home outlet today for the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities, plus accurate and timely free kitchen planning and project estimates. Unleash big savings with the team at Home Outlet of Memphis today, located at 4500 Summer Avenue. Shop online for in-store pickup at homeoutlet.com. Go Tigers, go!
We got a game, 13:53 to go. The Tigers have the ball at their own 19, down 38-25 to Tulane, brought to you by Grove Park Dental Group and Dr. Dory Sellers, proud to be the official team dentist of all Tiger Athletics, located in the heart of East Memphis. Grove Park Dental Group will take care of all your dental needs. They even offer Botox. You can visit online at groveparkdentalgroup.com. Fans are booing. I will say this. Sutton Smith was a little late in his decision to call a fair catch. That could have gone either way. I think there was influence on the official to make the call. It was a late drop of the flag. And then the other guys came over and said, you can't do that.
You know, the thing about it is there are enough fans here to make that difference. It's a big crowd here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Most of them are wearing black for the blackout, or they're wearing the blue, the school colors. And it's good to see them here voicing their opinion and having some influence on the football game.
Well, this crew has...
They struggle.
I don't know. They have not really been on top of it. It's the crew that was here for the Arkansas game. Just a reminder, away from that topic, the Tigers basically were down 13.
Yes.
As you started this fourth quarter. They were down 14 to USF and came up with 17 in the fourth quarter to win the game.
It's possible.
So this is far from over.
It is
so far, Tulane's second half possessions, 3 of them, field goal, punt, and punt.
So is this B. Lou back again? That's a tough sucker, buddy. Brendan Lewis is tough, man. He's been hurt several times.
It is the kid from Melissa, Texas, Dozier, in the backfield with him. To his left. 2 receivers on either side, and a tight end is on the right side. Tulane's going to rush only 4. A man in motion, left side. 3 over there. Here's the snap. And a throw over the middle. Caught right at the 25-yard line. Makai Williams comes and closes in and stops the Tiger receiver after a 7-yard gain. It was Jaden Thompson, another catch for the redshirt senior from Chicago.
There are two enemies in this game, the Tulane Green Wave and the clock. 13:26 remaining in this football game. 38 Tulane, 25 Memphis. The Tigers have the ball and some momentum.
Sutton Smith in the game at running back. Two receivers right, one to the left. Ball's in the middle of the field, right at the 26-yard line. Here's the snap, and Lewis to throw. Dumps it off right side. He's got Sutton Smith. He gets to the 30. He's got the first down and more to the 35-yard line. Dancing around, breaking tackles. The strong safety, Joshua Moore, finally made the stop, but another first down after a pickup of 8.
You know, one thing about Sutton Smith, we were waiting for that explosiveness to show. When he was a freshman, he was trying to make 5 moves in one. Now he makes one move, plants his foot, uses his speed, and that has really got him moving this Tiger football team.
First and 10 at the 34. One right, two left. That man from the right side in motion. Trips left, and they throw over there. I think there was going to be a give back. It's the tight end who makes the catch near the 40. Sprints across to the 42-yard line. It is actually Brady Cluse who made the play, and that'll be good for 8 yards. Second and short coming with 12:20 to go here in the ball game, and the Tigers coming back from down 38-25.
The blitzing linebacker actually went after the running back, but the pass went to Cluse. It went behind him. So great play by the Tigers.
2 left, 1 right with an H back there. Quick pass left side. Ball's caught near the 40 and stepping out of bounds. Foot the 45 for a first down is Cortez Graham.
All right, that's just a play that just test you out. See how you cover that. We may see either the pump and go here, or you step out of bounds, you stop the clock. Oh, well, they didn't stop the clock. I thought they'd stop the clock to move the chains, but they did not.
Graham, 8 catches now for 59 yards in the game. Hawkins has 98, by the way. 2 right, 1 left.
Looks like they're going to blitz here.
And they've got 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers who've been prancing around. Ball's on the left hash right at the 45-yard line in Tiger territory. First and 10 for Lewis. Here's the snap. Here they come. Lewis backs away. Lewis gets sacked again.
No face mask? Come on. Looks like they must have grabbed the football.
I don't think there was a face mask on the play, and Lewis gets sacked again. So
just can't block
Memphis
them. They had the blitz coming, and they just couldn't block everybody.
Offensive line now has given up 6 sacks in this game. Cameron Hamilton with his second in the game backs up the Tigers. 12 yards. It's second and 22.
Probably need to start
at
rolling.
The Tiger 33. Trips left, 2 to the right. Here's an empty backfield. Now, one man goes in motion to the right side. Here's the snap, and over to the other side. Here's a quick pass caught near the 35, across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's Cortez Graham again. Now he's got 9 catches. He got caught up by Santana Hopper, but he gets 8 on the play. It'll set up a 3rd down and 14.
Obvious passing down. Maybe the Tigers ought to consider rolling out, because these blitzes have really hurt the Tigers' offensive line, and they can't. And the quarterback, Brandon Lewis, is having difficulty getting away from the pressure.
Trips right, and Brady Cluse to the left, and they're going to blitz on this play. To OCA's end, here's the snap. Lewis under pressure, throws it right side, up for grabs. Caught at the 25-yard line of Tulane. Somehow, some way, Cortez Graham, now he's over 100 yards and catches.
I think Cortez Graham wants to play in the shield, because he just made a tremendous move. A lot of chicken fighting down there, and he makes the break at the last second to come back and get the football. He saw it was going to be short as the quarterback, Lewis, had to throw it off his back foot against the pressure, but makes the catch and gets the first down.
34 yards on the 19th first down. Here's first down and 10. Lewis fakes. Now he's going to try to get outside, doesn't have the speed. Gets knocked out of bounds near the 27-yard line of Tulane. It'll be a positive game, but second and long.
Now we've seen Brendan Lewis, when he's on a good ankle, be able to dance away from a would-be tackler like that. And this time he just didn't have it. And you could see him trying, but he just didn't have it, and took the safe route and went out of bounds. That's really tough when your signal caller, your guy's gotten you this far, is playing on a bad wheel, but he's doing his best to go out there and give it his all for the blue and gray, wearing black tonight.
Lewis throwing the ball, has 6 straight completions. Trips to the left side. Second down Right near the 27-yard line, and here's a flag, and I think Memphis with a pre-snap penalty.
Can't have that. Can't have that.
False start. Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That is Parker Mitchell, the redshirt junior. He'll be a big plus to have come back next year. That one hurts, though. It backs you up to the 32.
The Tigers are one of the least penalized teams in the country, but they have had a lot of offensive false start penalties, and that's you can't not much to criticize the Tiger offense about this year, but they have had a few of those penalties.
Second and 15, trips left. Ball's on the right hash, right at the 32-yard line. Man in motion to the right side. Here's the snap. Lewis to throw. Looking, throws. He got the motion man right at the 26-yard line. That is Brady Cluse. It's good for 6. It'll set up a third down and long. Third and about 8.
Tigers inching closer to that AutoZone red zone, but you just got to sniff that goal line, fellas. You got to sniff it.
2 left and 1 right. That's Cluse again. DeWozier to the right of Lewis. 4 down rush coming from Tulane. Now a linebacker creeps up. Free play. And here's a throw to the end zone. It's caught!
Come on, ref, make the signal.
I don't see touchdown. I see a catch by Brady Cluse, and it is called touchdown.
Tigers were taking a long time under huddle. The fans getting antsy.
Defense, the penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
So Cluse with 2 catches in a row. The big one, 25 yards, a touchdown. It's 38-31, 7:49 to go. This game not over. And now they kick the extra point to make it a 6-point game.
Wow. Cluse making that catch almost on his back. 2 great touchdown catches for Brady Cluse this season. Remember the toe tap catch down at Troy?
This one every bit as dramatic. Snap down, kick on the way from Spetic. It's good. It's a 6-point game. The Tigers trailed by 18. Suddenly it was 21. Now it's 38-32. 7:49 left in this game. 10 plays, 81 yards. How about 6:04 off the clock? 25-yard touchdown pass to Cluse. Lewis, 8 of 8 on that drive. He's now got 317 throwing yards in the game. We're down to 6, ladies and gentlemen, from 21. Brought to you by U of M Global. Earn your degree online through U of M Global with accredited programs designed to advance your career and over 100 areas of study. Visit memphis.edu/U of M Global. You will learn more. We got a game. Don't go anywhere. Right back to the sim we come on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Guys, it's time to stop surviving and start thriving. At Game Day Men's Health, we help you take control with cutting-edge testosterone replacement therapy, peptide therapy, weight loss, IV therapy, and regenerative solutions. Tired of brain fog, low drive, feeling 10 years older than you are? That's not normal, and it's fixable. No judgment, no stigma, just real results and custom plans. Visit our clinics on Park Avenue and on Poplar in Collierville to start feeling like your maximal self.
Trucks belong on the road, not in the shop. That's our priority at Tag Truck Center, keeping your truck on the road because we know at the end of the day, the miles matter. Whether you need reliable parts, quick expert service repairs, or unbeatable truck sales, we have a solution for you. Trust Tag Truck Center to keep your truck where it belongs, on the road. Visit our Memphis dealership today at 4450 American Way or call us at 901-345-5633 for parts, service, and sales that keep you moving.
7:49 remaining of what is becoming a major classic here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. The Tigers were down 21, and yet they have refused to die. 7:49 to go. They've made it a 6-point game, 38-32. Brendan Lewis on one leg, 29 of 33, 317 yards. Lewis has run 9 times. He's only got really 11, but because he's been sacked all those times. He's lost 31 yards on sacks, but He's just been amazing, and there's no question in my mind, Greg Gaston, you're watching him down there. He's hobbled.
Oh, there's no question. He's well less than 100%, but it's such a courageous effort, and we've seen it all year long from Brendan Lewis, who just has a gigantic heart and plays without any fear. But on that drive, what I loved, Wolo, is he threw it up there and let his playmakers make plays, which they absolutely did. And then after they scored, immediately Ryan Silverfield came over to one of his defensive stalwarts, Drew Watts. He pointed to his head. Let's be smart on this defense. Let's get a stop, but let's be intelligent in doing so. If we can hold these guys, we get the ball back with a chance to win.
You know, back in the 70s, I played on a team. They called us the Cardiac Tigers, the Cardiac Cats, because we won some games and come from behind fashion against several SEC teams, Auburn included, 27-26 here in the Liberty Bowl at that time. Let's see if these guys can do the same thing.
Here's the run-up by Spaddock, and this kick high, end over end, into the end zone and out. It'll be 1st and 10 Tulane at their own 25. Again, 7:49 remaining. The Tigers now with 15 points in the fourth quarter. Tulane has only had 3 points in the second half after getting 35 in the first.
All right, so you said be smart defense did Ryan Silverfield. Let's see if they do. You can't take fakes that the Tulane might do, because they might try to go for a home run ball here and catch the Tigers trying to blitz them with an out and up or a down, out and down. So keep your eyes peeled for something crazy here.
Gordon, the running back, and we got a whistle.
We'll take
and
that.
A pre-snap violation on Tulane. They just keep adding up those penalties.
Offense number 50. Penalty. First down.
That's their 9th. It's backed it up to the 20. This place getting loud.
Please reset the game clock.
They have Gordon in at running back. They were in a pistol look. They first came out in a spread, then they went to a bunch.
This is getting
Let's see how they go, where they're going to go this time. That ball's on the right hash, 1st and 15. Again, that clock has stayed at 7:49. 38-32. The Tigers have taken a 21-point deficit and shaved it to 6. Everybody in tight, but one receiver left and right. 3 in the backfield. Retzloff hands it off. Gordon tries to sweep left side. He's not getting anywhere. 1 yard to the 21. The Tigers strung out that D.
Dave,
the stop made by Chris Bracey.
This is so much fun for me to see the people here just enjoying themselves watching Tiger football. It's a big crowd, late night. A lot of them staying late here to watch the game. And it's just amazing to see this place coming crazy for their Tigers.
Trips to the right side. Everybody else bunched in. Gordon to the left of Retzloff. Tigers going to rush 5. 2 linebackers up close. Ball on the left hash. Here's the snap. And Retzloff holding the ball. Here's a long pass down the left side. Too far for everybody. 3rd down coming. 3rd and 14 with 7:11 to go here in the game, and the Tigers down 6.
Looked to me like there was a hold on one of the linebackers trying to get through. He could not get off the block. Why? Because it looked like one of the receivers, one of the offensive linemen was holding his arm. Retzloff going back in his huddle, having to put both of his hands around his ear holes because he can't hear the signals coming in from the coaches. That's how loud this crowd is here at the Sim.
Empty backfield. 2 receivers left. Tight end on the right side and 2 receivers over there as well. Ball's on the left hash. Memphis is bringing everybody. Here's the snap. Here's the pressure. Retzloff gets away. Throws left sideline. Incomplete.
What a
knocked
play.
away from Bohannon at the last second. Great defense that time by Chris Bracey.
Oh, Bracey was all over it looked like the receiver was open initially, but Bracey with great closing speed closes on the sidelines and leaps and gets a hand out there to knock the ball away at the last second.
This half, Tulane, field goal, punt. This will be the punt, the 3rd one in a row for Alec Clark. Back is Sutton Smith at the 31. Here's the snap, and the Clark punt is away. This time Sutton Smith, no fair catch, makes the catch at the 37. A flag comes down. Down he goes right where he caught the ball, and we'll see what the laundry's all about.
Are they going to call the Tigers for a hold before the ball even gets there?
There's a 42-yard punt.
They're going to make it just that much tougher for Memphis. Looks like they're going to call a hold.
Tigers with only 4 penalties in the game.
Receiving team number 4. 10-yard penalty, forcing number 6. First down.
So instead of the 37, they'll back it up to the 32. They'll back it up to the 26. That's where the U of M will get the ball. Sports injuries, they're no game. Make a play for the best spine, pain management, and concussion care with a team of experts at Sam's Murphy Clinic. They're the leaders in brain and spine care. They are Sam's Murphy. 6:56 to go in this football game. The Tigers, once down 21, are down by only 6. They've got the ball, and they've got plenty of time when they start at their own 26 against Tulane on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
This time of year, it's all or nothing, and Toyota's got all you need during Toyota Truck Month. Now through December 1st, get $3,000 customer cash on remaining new 25 Tundras, or get 0.99 APR financing plus $1,000 TFS APR cash with approved credit through TFS. Excludes TRD Pro. APR cash must be applied to deal, and every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
What a game we got going here. Dave Willoshi, Jarvis Kirk, Greg Gaston, all the crew. Danny O'Brien, our producer, engineer. James Owen on the numbers. Jacob Willoshi spotting. We're having a good time, and maybe we're watching a comeback for all the ages. This defense has really hunkered down. They've only given up a field goal in the second half after they gave up 35 first-half points. And the Tigers have now scored 15 in the fourth quarter. It's 38-32. They were once down 21. Their defense has been amazing in the second half. And Greg Gaston, they've gotten help from the 12th man.
You know, it happened in the Arkansas game. It certainly happened in the South Florida game. And it's definitely happening tonight. This crowd has been absolutely tremendous. There were a few people that left once they fell behind 3 touchdowns, but not many, and they were a difference maker on that particular drive. Retzloff was having trouble hearing the plays. He was closing the ear holes on his helmet to make sure he could hear the play, and they really did a good job in helping that defense get that Tulane offense off the field.
We've got a shirtless student section on the right side up here in the corner. They're waving their shirts around in the air. That's kind of the new thing going around college football right now. And it's good to see everybody's having a good time. You come out to see the Tigers win. They got a chance to try to pull it out here.
Here comes Lewis. He's 29 of 33 and 317 yards. Here's the snap. Fakes to a jet sweeper and gets sacked for the 6th time on him in the game, all the way back near the 16-yard line. And that was just a tough play. It was Harvey Dyson. He's got 5.5 sacks on the year now.
No, he's their sack master, and he came in and took Brendan Lewis and threw him down unceremoniously. Brendan trying to wait for his guy to get open. He had an outlet. Sometimes you got to take your short man, and you don't have to go for the bomb every time.
They put it down at the 16. It's 2nd down and 20. Here's the shotgun. Lewis gets the snap, looks, throws deep over the middle into double coverage. That's picked at the 35-yard line. That's Jack Chinchu, and that will be his first interception of the year. Chinchu, their leading tackler, comes up with a big play, and that one Lewis just put up for grabs into double coverage.
Yeah.
That's the first turnover in the game by anybody.
He threw it off his back foot under heavy pressure. He got sacked he got hit really hard when he let it go. It took him a while, and one of his teammates had to help him up. They had Cortez Graham running out down there, but it was into double coverage, and the short man was able to come back and make the interception right in front of Cortez Graham.
So here come the Green Wave. First down and 10 at their own 35. Gordon in the game. pistol look with Retzloff in front of him. They started out as a spread formation. Everybody's in. Here's a straight handoff to Gordon. No, not much. 2 yards, maybe 3 to the 38-yard line. The Tigers just came in and crushed the massive bodies that Tulane had. They had 2 wingbacks, H-backs, and they had Retzlaff trying to block as well.
Tigers, their last offensive possession. Before this, they had some success with the short passing game, moving the ball down the field so they could get in position to get in the end zone. That time they went for the bomb and it cost them. Now the defense is going to have to come up with a turnover.
2nd down and 7. Here's the snap. Retzloff wants to throw. Goes underneath. There's a hold call.
Finally
they got
called.
it to Gordon. He got the first down. They threw it underneath to the running back. He got it to the 46, but it's coming back. There's going to be a hold for sure.
Finally, they call it on their offensive line. And this is a big call here because it'll back Tulane up a bit farther, and there's 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on this clock. Tigers.
Offense, number 58, 10-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
That is on the center, Hollifield. And that'll back it up to the 28-yard line. That was costly. They had the first down. It'll be 2nd down and 17. 5:30 to go in the game. Tulane leads 38-32. They got the 2nd and long at their own 28, middle of the field. Tigers rushing 4 with 2 linebackers up close. Here's a man in motion to the right side. 2 receivers over there for Tulane. Here's Retzloff. Under pressure. Almost got sacked. Let it go. Behind the intended receiver. Incomplete at the 45-yard line. Here comes a 3rd down and 17 with 5:12 to go. Here in the ball game, and the Tigers down 6.
And that was without a rush. That was the defensive end, William Whitlow, who could have gone anywhere basically he wanted at the end of last season, decided to come back to Memphis, had the quarterback one-on-one, did not take the outside fake, caught him coming up, and made him throw it before he was ready.
They're 3 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. They got trips right, Barnes to the left of the quarterback. Here's the snap. The Tigers with a little pressure. Ball's thrown over the middle. Incomplete and almost picked off at the 40-yard line. They were looking for Zycaro Lewis. And that ball knocked away. And Omarion Cooper almost picked it off. It'll be 4th down and 17 at the 28. How about a Sutton Smith return for touchdown, huh?
That would be awesome. But a great play by Omarion Cooper to avoid the PI as he jumped over
Tigers
the receiver.
go after the punt, and the freshman gets it off. The sophomore Australian gets it off. It's good. It's fair, caught by Sutton Smith right at the 28-yard line. When an accident, theft, or severe weather knocks you down, Shelter Insurance is there to help pick you up. Visit shelterinsurance.com and find an agent to help you choose the coverage that fits just right for you.
All right, this is the do-or-die drive for Memphis right here. The Tigers tried to go deep the last time they had the football. First play ended in a sack. Second play ended in an interception. Look for Memphis to go with the short game right now with 4:59 on the clock. Plenty of time to move the ball down the field, keep the chains moving, and get in range of that touchdown.
Arrington Maiden in at quarterback in a shotgun. Here's the snap. And he's going to keep it, and he's got room up the middle. 25-30. He slides down right at the 37-yard line.
Flag.
And a flag in the backfield.
And that would be behind the play. This is behind the play. That's going to be a hold. This is a killer. But, you know, the Tigers have overcome these penalties this year to get to an 8-1 record.
Offense, 10-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
I didn't hear a number, but I know it's on the Tigers. So that'll back them up.
And it's
so a sack
play.
Backed them up last possession. And unfortunately this time it's the hold, so it'll be 1st and 20 at the 18. 4:50, clock's ticking. Tigers down 6. Maiden in at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 2 left. He can throw the ball. He's got DeWozier to his right. They send a man in motion. They got trips left. Here's the snap. Here's the throw. Right side. Bobbled and dropped at the 25-yard line. That was Graham. Cortez Graham had a chance at it. Got deflected. He almost got it. Knocked to the ground. stops the clock, 4:35 to go. 38-32, Tulane, 2nd and 20 for the Tigers at their own 18.
Yeah, the free safety got there right when the ball did and hit him in the hands, and hit his hands when the ball got there. And that caused it to pop up in the air, and Cortez couldn't track it down to catch it before it hit the ground.
Ball's on the right hash, trips and a diamond on the left hash. One other man on the right side, it's Brandt. Here's the snap. Here's pressure on Maiden. He gets away, running to his left. I don't know how. Throws it left sideline. That ball is caught, but I think it's out of bounds. Wow, what a catch. They're saying it's good. It's Cluse again. Brady Cluse, and that's right near the yard to gain. I think it's a first down. It's a 29.
Did they give it to him, or what is it? Did they
No,
give it to him?
it's short. It's third down in less than a yard. Clock is ticking. Oh, actually, that's
free play.
the wrong stick.
Should be a free play. Yes, it is.
And they're going too close, and he makes the catch at the 50. So they had a free play. They drew him off. It was third down and 11, and now there's a discussion.
The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a
Wow. It's good for 23.
Good throw by the redshirt sophomore out of Texas. Arrington Iron Maiden coming in relief as the relief pitcher for the injured Brendan Lewis, who gutted it out as much as he could. But now this is Arrington Maiden's ball game with 4:10.
It is.
4:10 left on the clock.
That is another first down. And Maiden's got trips left and one right at the Tulane 49. Here's the snap. Quick throw, right side. Caught at the 40. Trying to break away. Gets knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line. There's Graham again. 12 yards. Another First Horizon first down. That's the 22nd in the game.
And he steps out of bounds. Well, they don't stop the clock until, 2 minutes left? I hate that.
3:55 to go. The Tigers have all three timeouts.
I'm still living in the 70s when they used to step out of bounds. It's
They've got the ball at the Tulane 37. Maiden's got twins to the left, one to the right. It's DeWozier to his right. Taking his time, four-man front. Here's the snap. They give it to DeWozier. No, it's Maiden.
Oh, good
tackle.
tackle.
He tried to turn the corner, and that is a great open field tackle by the free safety, Kevin Adams. It'll be 2nd and 10. The clock is ticking. 38-32. Tulane. Tigers driving at the Tulane 37. 2nd down and 10.
If you're Tulane, that's a play you have to make, because Arrington Maiden, once he turns that corner, he's got a full head of steam. He dove at his ankles, and he just clipped him up enough to knock him down.
Two receivers to the left and one to the right. Tulane's going to rush for it. Ball's on the right hash. Here's the snap. Maiden to throw. Steps up. Throws underneath. Has a man. Caught near the 30. Can't go any further. It's going to be third down after the 7-yard pickup. Third down and 3. 2:48 to go in the game. The clock is ticking.
No matter what, the Tigers are in 4-down territory. Wherever they are on this football field, they have to have a touchdown, and they're on their way to trying to get it.
It is third down and 3. DeWozier is to the left of Maiden. Trips right, one left. They're rushing 5. Now they send a man in motion. Here's the snap. They give it to DeWozier. He gets tripped up. He got to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard. It'll be 4th down and 3, right at the 30-yard line with 2:15 remaining. You could use a timeout here, or you let it go to the 2-minute timeout.
I think
that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to let it go to the two-minute timeout, I think.
It's 4th and 3. They line up now down to 2:02. 2:01. There's the 2-minute timeout. What will the Tigers do on 4th down and 3? You're going to have to stick around to figure it all out with us. The game's on the line. The Tigers are down 6, 38-32. They were down 21. They got a 4th and 3 at the Tulane 30. When we come back on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Huey's is local, family-owned and operated, and has been making the best burger in Memphis since 1970, also known as the world-famous Huey Burger. We're known for hosting live, local music, offering the best local brews, and taking care of the community that takes such good care of us. Come visit us at any of our 10 locations, 7 days a week. Huey's, serving blues, brews, and burgers for over 50 years.
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go.
And?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Huh. Wonder why the dealership isn't that easy.
Well, we'd let you know if we found something in our check.
Oh, great. That was easy.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, thorough, and honest, come with no charge.
What a game here at the Zim. 38-32 Tulane. The Tigers have come back. Their defense has held the Green Wave to only 79 yards and a field goal in this second half. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and the U of M's got a dilemma. 4th and 3 at the 30. What play are you going to run? Nobody gets you closer to the game than us and Sirius XM College Sports Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason, the regular season, and the postseason. They got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/College Sports Radio 2025. Maiden has come in. He's 4 of 5 throwing the ball for 51 yards. The defense has done it. The offense has done it. I'm going to ask both of you. I'll start with Greg Gaston. What do you want to see run on this 4th down and 3?
See, I think you got to find your best 2-point conversion. Obviously, you're not going for a 2-pointer, but all you're looking for is 3 yards to get the first down. I think you move Maiden out of the pocket. I would love to see him run almost like an option play where he can flip it or just take it himself. The problem is with passing, if he's throwing and throws it over the middle, there's a lot of congestion, guys, and I'm worried about that ball getting tipped. Again, all you need is a first down. So Maiden rolling out somewhere, maybe a quick, safe pass, or take it up himself.
Arrington Maiden looked great in the spring game for Memphis, and this is the Arrington spring game Maiden that we've seen in his 4th quarter here. He's moved the football team down the field. He's gotten in the end zone himself. He already has 1 touchdown in this game. Now, Tulane had a 35 points and 364 yards at the half. Now in the second half, they've only got 79 yards and 3 points in the second half.
I wouldn't mind seeing that same play they ran, that shovel pass.
I wouldn't either.
To me, that would be one option. They played this perfect because they got 3 timeouts. If you do get the first down here, you don't want to score fast. You don't want to give Tulane another chance. You got to get the first down. Middle of the field at the 30. Maiden's in a shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the left, 1 man and man-to-man coverage on the right side. DeWozier into the left of Maiden. What do they run on 4th and 3? They got an H-back who just went in motion to the left side. Tulane's loading the box. Oh no. We got a...
What's the call?
Have we got a
illegal
pre-snap
procedure?
play here?
It's against Memphis,
penalty?
but what happened? Who did it? It seems like the backup quarterbacks
It's 5 yards
no
on
luck.
the Tigers.
Have no luck whatsoever with these pre-snap penalties. Remember at UAB down on the goal line, we had a pre-snap penalty that moved them back. Now this makes it difficult. This is for the college football playoff and the American Conference Championship. It
was a false start on Brady Klutz. Here's 1st and 8 now. Here is Maiden. He's throwing left side. He's going for the end zone. Back shoulder off the arms of the intended receiver at the 5-yard line.
It was on target.
So close to Cortez Braham. He just could not bring it in. And Tulane will get the ball with 1:55 to go. Up 6. At their own 35-yard line. What a tough break. That looked like it was gettable.
Yeah, Graham had beaten his man. He had a half of a step. The ball was perfectly thrown over the outside shoulder. He had a hand. He had 2 fingers on it, had a hand on it, but couldn't pull it in.
You got 3 timeouts. You got to stop them. They got Gordon in. They're going to run the ball. The Tigers got 5 in the box. It's a pistol look with Retzloff and with Gordon. Here's the snap. Here's the give to Gordon. Makes 2 men miss. Gets to the 36-yard line. A pick of a 4, and the Tigers call a timeout.
The Tigers are now going to use that timeout and try their best to make Tulane just give up the football if they can. they're showing the replays on this, and the ball was perfectly thrown over the outside shoulder. Bram had his man beaten, but it seems like he just couldn't find it. He short-armed it a little bit. You know what a short arm means? When you stick, you don't stick your arms out quite far enough. But the ball was right there. It was a great throw by Arrington Maiden. And Cortez Bram, who has been your best receiver this year, just couldn't make the play. And sometimes that happens, and you have to live with it. But that's tough if it turns out that the Tigers can't pull this game out.
Not over. You still got 2 timeouts, 1:51 to go. They got a second down and 6 at their own 38 on the left hash.
Wow, that was tough, man, because Bram has made so many great catches, and that would have been another one. But the defense could come up with another big stop here.
Yeah, they're all bunched in. It's a shotgun this time. Gordon to the left. Retzloff's going to keep it himself. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, and the Tigers are going to call another timeout. They give him progress to the 41, so it'll set up a third down and 4.
30 seconds.
1:47 to go. So if they run the ball and you stop the first down, that'll take you to about 1:42. You punt the ball, you've got it. You got about 1:35. You're probably going to be around your own 25. No timeouts, but still a chance. But you got to make this stop right now. Greg Gaston on the sideline. What's the sense?
Well, there's anxiousness, a lot of anxiety from the fans. The players are on their feet, certainly hoping they can get a stop and another opportunity offensively. They know how close they were to taking the lead, just a matter of inches.
Just a matter of inches. What a great throw from Arrington Maiden to your best receiver. And that's what you want. You had your one-on-one matchup. They tried to exploit it, couldn't do it. But here's the ball game here.
Retzloff under center, Gordon behind him. They send a man in motion to the left side. Retzloff gets that same man in motion to the right side. A backs up, trying to get the Tigers to jump. 12 on the play clock, 1:47 to go. Taking his time, still under center, and now Tulane didn't get him to jump. And John Sumrall says, we'll call our timeout.
You talk about a game of inches, right? How many close plays have there been in this ball game? When Memphis was down big and when Memphis was making its comeback, and it seems like all of them have gone against the Tigers. You had the great catch attempt in the end zone by Cortez Bram earlier where he caught the ball, but they said his foot came up before he secured the catch. You had the pass to DeWozier on a third down and long that would have been a first down and possibly a touchdown that was just beyond his fingertips. And then you get this last pass here from Arrington Maiden to Cortez Bram that was a back shoulder throw, the right shoulder throw to make. He had beaten his man, but the ball was on target, but the arms were short. He just did not pull it in.
Tigers were down 38-17 in this game with 3:09 to go in the third. Now you got an I formation. You got a fullback with Gordon, and they shift away from that, and they go empty on third down and 4. From the 41, here's the snap. Retzloff running to his right. Now he's going to run. He's going to get to first down. Slides at the Tiger 47-yard line. That's a first down, and the Tigers have only one timeout left, 10 yards, and that may wrap it up for Tulane with 1:40 to go.
That was an excellent call against that defense because when they shifted to
Tigers take their final timeout. They cannot stop the clock, barring some sort of fumble, crazy kind of play. Looks like Tulane's going to break up the 11-game winning streak the Tigers had at home.
Tulane had, when they shifted those two receivers out on the right side, that forced the Tigers to come up in man. And when they went to man on that run by the quarterback, he knew that they would have man responsibility first. They could not leave those receivers and come after him. So once he turned the corner, he had free sailing until the defensive back turned around and saw that he was running with the ball. And then that's when they made him take a knee or do the slide.
Well, it's been crazy. The way this series has gone, the Tigers did damage to Tulane last year.
Tigers can get the ball back, right? Or can they?
Nope.
Can't get it back?
I don't believe they can.
140?
Here's the snap, and they'll take a knee. Can't stop the clock. All out of timeouts.
Where's the play
And
clock?
it'll be second down at about 11 right at the 50-yard line, and they'll use every bit of that play. The play clock at 32, minute 25 to go in the game. Mathematically, I think that's about it for the Tigers.
If they got it back, it would be for one play. Maybe, if they got it back. because they're going to run this one all the way down. 19, 18 on the play clock, and 10 on the
They're going to run it down to under a minute. And this will be second down. Play clock's at 8. 1 minute left to go in the ball game. Tigers load the box. They're going to take a knee. Retzloff under center. Takes the knee at his own 49. 52 seconds to go. It'll be third down.
What is their play clock's at 34?
And the play clock, they're going to get this down to 10 seconds on third down. It's over. So the Tigers are going to have to regroup next week in Charlotte. You know, I haven't really looked yet. Mathematically. I don't know. There's the snap. There's the knee. And this one's over. 38-32. Tigers made a valiant comeback. As you said, it was a game of inches. Here's Ryan Silverfield coming to shake the hands and give a hug to John Summerall. You got to wonder if those two guys will be around next year.
Yep.
And you got to think, crazy things could still happen in this league. This doesn't appear to look good for the Tigers. Now with 2 losses in conference, USF and Tulane, and North Texas and East Carolina still with only 1. So crazy things can happen. All Memphis can do is win the next 2 games and see how it all sorts out.
You can't let this loss turn into 2. This was not that the Tigers played badly. They were playing a really good team. They got off to a tough start, but they battled their way back into it and had a chance to win it with a backup quarterback playing. Now they got to go to East Carolina, a really tough place to play, and the Pirates are playing well before they come back home for the final regular season game against Navy on Thanksgiving night. That's going to be a tough one with Blake Horvath and company coming in here to the Sim.
Now both teams are 8-2 on the year. Tulane is 7-2. They're 4-1 in the league. The Tigers are 8-2, 4-2. And now the 11-game winning streak is over. The good thing is they got 50 straight games with 20-plus points. They made a great effort to come back. They did it with 2 different quarterbacks who played brilliantly in the game. The defense made all the adjustments. They just fell too far behind in the first half. They were down 35 to
21.
I think it was 35 to 17 at the half, down by 18.
35-17, that's right.
And were able to come back. They ended up making it close, but not quite enough. 38-32, that's your final. We'll head to the field and talk to Ryan Silverfield and a couple of players. It'll be Jeff and Russell. They'll begin the postgame show in just a minute. Tough news at the Sim for the Tigers. Tulane beats them by 6 on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Since 1958, the Highland 100 has been the driving force behind Memphis Tiger football. As the official booster club, we're dedicated to raising awareness, generating support, and funding the future of our team. Whether it's game day energy, scholarships, or program enhancements, the Highland 100 stands strong for our Tigers. Join us today and be part of a tradition more than 6 decades strong, because together we make Memphis football roar. Visit highland100.org to learn more.
Hey Tigers fans, Coach Silverfield here. I want to talk to you about a major challenge off the field. Did you know there are over 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time? Last year alone, TDOT spent more than $35 million cleaning it up. But they can't do it alone. Join thousands of Tennesseans in being part of the solution to end littering. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn how you can help. Let's show our Memphis pride and prove we're champions, not just on the field, but in protecting our beautiful state.
Sissy's Log Cabin is the official jeweler of the Memphis